The Night Owls swept the Legends to begin the season, but it has been a bumpy road since. Losers of 4 of their last 6, Nick DeVella finally decided change was needed. The Night Owls traded ace Brandon Mile and Maddie Levine to the Warbirds for Logan Christie and Sean Mercial. DeVella also dealt first overall draft pick Josh Towers away for a free agentship and added the enigmatic Levi Lawrence. Can magic strike twice against this Legends club? The Legends' fortunes have improved since that opening day sweep. Brad Ogden's club have improved each week and sit at 14-13 after an 0-5 start. Besides the addition of Trench Picone, it's more of the same each week for the Legends. Many are now considering this team to be able to compete at the top of the league. After last week's amazing series against the Ones, are the Legends in a letdown spot here? Good evening from Hideaway Field in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Premier League WIFFLE. Tonight's 3-game series is just set to get underway. The away team is the Night Owls wearing black and orange, and the home team are the Legends wearing gold and silver. I am Jim Dodos here on a Wednesday night alongside friend, colleague, Lightning's stalwart and current player of the week, Kyle Lohman. Great to have you back up here, buddy.
Likewise, Jim. Great to be back up here. This is, I think, the 3rd time in a row we've called the Night Owls game, as they play on Wednesdays most often.
Right.
But good to see them against the Legends tonight, as that is their Wednesday counterpart this year. Looking forward to seeing how this new Night Owls team gels tonight with their new additions and their loss of basically a top 3 career PLW pitcher in Brandon Mayo.
Yeah, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, right now, if there was a pitching Hall of Fame in the PLW or Mount Rushmore, so to speak, Brandon Mayo would absolutely be on that list. So we'll see if the loss of him and the addition of the new guys will give them a little bit of spark that they're looking for to move out of the middle of the pack in this league and towards the top.
Absolutely, and let's get into that Night Owls lineup so we can break down those trades a little bit further. We've got about 3 minutes to game time here.
Yeah, and there's Dave Siefert, who's going to be on the bench to start, but he's looking like he's happy to be back in the Night Owls uniform. Going to lead off with Cody Giordano playing second base, Barry Hutter, who's moved over to third since the addition of Cody Giordano.
Yep.
Manager Nick DeVella going to DH tonight. Levi Lawrence, late addition a couple weeks ago. Haven't seen him yet in a Night Owls uniform. He's going to make his debut for the Night Owls tonight, batting fourth and playing left. But we'll see some pitching out of Levi as well. Sean Merciel, the former Warbird and Sand Viper and Lightning star at shortstop, is going to be playing it's short for them tonight, batting fifth. And the power hitting Rookie of the Year runner-up 2 seasons ago, AJ Petrovsky, going to bat sixth and play right. Jason Walker, Logan Christie still recovering from an injury, and Dave Siefert on the bench.
Looks weird not to see Maddie Levine on that Night Owls roster there. I mean, he's been with the team since day one.
Yep.
We're excited to have him on the Warriors, obviously, though. But a free agent trip was acquired along with Christie and Mercial, and that has been used already, Kyle. Did you see Dakota Pinkovic, as I believe, was taking BP today?
Yeah, I heard there was a little bit of a tryout today where manager Nick DeVella brought out a few guys and immediately put that recently acquired free agentship into use. I believe that is the second to last free agentship available. I believe there's only one left across the entire league. And he liked what he saw out of the young kid, and I expect him to get at least an at-bat or two tonight. Probably, especially if a game gets out of hand one direction or the other, we'll give him some reps. But interesting, I think he was known kind of around the league by a few different guys. So it could be yet another one of these sneaky ball players that kind of take the league by storm. We'll see.
Yeah, we saw Alex Hutt last night,
Sure.
a free agentship addition for the Vaders, have a big impact in Game 1. So on the Night Owls, we'll hope for more of the same there. But we have a great series here. Legends, Night Owls, Night Owls 13-14, Legends 14-13, and a little bit of a revenge for these Legends. So as we get underway here, it's Casey Taravella against Cody Giordano. Let's get it cracking here at the Hideaway. Giordano having a nice start since being traded over from the Sand Vipers. First pitch from Taravella. First pitch swinging, popped up on the slider to record the first pitch. 1-hit pitch, 1 out. Good equation there for Taravella.
Yeah, Giordano hasn't had a ton of power so far, but he's definitely been a great leadoff hitter for the Night Owls since he's come over. Jumped on the first pitch there, but popped it up to Taravella.
And here's a Barry Hutter, kind of along with Maddie Levine, kind of a stalwart for these Night Owls, and he can hit the ball to all fields and has performed well in his tenure here in the PLW.
Yeah, really like an underrated guy on this team. He's kind of in the shadow at times of the names that we always talk about with Stein and Dalby and Mayo, but Barry, overall, a great hitter, has power to all fields, does a really good job of looking opposite field. Unfortunately, rolled over that one to Trench Picone for the second out, but look for Barry to do some damage tonight.
And after all the deals and trades by the Night Owls, we have owner-player Nick DeVella hitting in the 3 spot here. A big improvement offensively for him.
Yeah, overall swinging a much better bat this year than he was last year. Not that he was really struggling that badly. He's always had the power potential, but really looks more of an aggressive, confident hitter up there at the plate this year. Good to see it.
Falls behind here, 1-2 to Taravella. And he will offering on its way here. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Just getting started. Fly ball left field, not far. Osgood camped underneath it, and the Legends will get a chance to throw that coveted first punch as we roll to the bottom half.
Yeah, just got under that one a little bit. I think a slight breeze blowing in. It doesn't really look like there's a whole lot when you look at the top of the trees there, but it does. I do feel it in my face a little bit. And if you just get under the ball a little bit, there's no chance it goes out of the ballpark right now, at least.
Yeah, it's been a pattern for game ones lately as we get into this Legends lineup now, and it's going to be more of the same, a lot less to discuss here, Kyle, as we'll kind of roll the balls out here.
Yeah, Derek Corral leading off, coming off that he had 2 3-run home run games a couple weeks ago and 1 player of the week, no problem. The always dangerous Jason Stevenson DHing, batting second. Casey Taravella, who we saw take the mound there at the top of the first, batting third. Alex Garcia DHing. We'll see him playing some infield and outfield as well. Billy Osgood, another pitcher, going to play left field first game. And our fan favorite, Trench Picone, getting a start here in the 6th hole, playing a lockdown third base. And we got a full list of substitutes tonight for the Legends. Ethan Wigfield, Chris Coleman, Nick Sansone, Tony Garay, Brad Ogden, and James J.T. Church. Full attendance here from the Legends tonight. Good to see it. Honestly, It's really nice when a team has the full flexibility that they get in their roster. I mean, they have 12 guys for a reason. They want to be able to play the best guys at every position. So when you have a night where all 12 guys show up, you got to think, maybe small advantage Legends in that department.
Yeah, I talked to manager Brad Ogden before the game, and you see Nick Sansone not in the starting lineup, and Brad told me that was at the request of Mr. Sansone, saying, hey, we got to get Trench some at-bats here, so when it kind of does matter, say they don't have a player show up, Trench, it's not like he hasn't hit in 2 months, so that's Sansone's request, and Trench gets to start.
Yeah, it is good to see Trench in the starting lineup for sure, and we all know what Trench is capable of at the plate. He's got plenty of power. He's the all-time leader in Grand Slams in PLW history, so he's as deep as this Legends lineup is. He's absolutely deserved of a starting spot, and we expect him to be called upon later in the season when they are, if and when they are in the playoffs.
Yeah, no Brandon Mayo out there. It's Jason Walker getting the start for these Night Owls pictured on your screen. A little bit strange to see no Mayo out there. And this pitching staff looking a bit light. No Stein or Dalby tonight.
Yeah, definitely it's going to be Jason Walker's night for the most part. Dave Seifert's going to get some innings as well. He's respectable in his abilities. He's got some PLW experience. And as usual, they may rely on Barry Hutter at times as well. So and Levi, of course. Levi Lawrence is definitely going to
he'll get some innings for sure. Make sure to get those WIFFLE points in. Hello to our loyal Twitch viewers. Love having you out here on this beautiful evening here in Las Vegas. Strike number 2 there to Derek Corral. He'll lead things off for these Legends.
It really is an interesting new look Night Owls here. You look across the field and the dugout, and it's like, whoa, this guy's wearing a Night Owls jersey now?
Yeah. Sean Marcial out there, Logan Christie.
Levi playing center field for the Night Owls? It's what?
Kyle, we've done these, Stevenson takes a ball at 1. We've done these Night Owl series quite a bit. When it's no Mayo, Stein, and Dalby, it gets pretty rough for these Night Owls, and let's see if they can keep it together tonight. Yeah,
it's been the case, but I do think, their pickup of Levi is big for them.
Right, that's going to plug a few holes.
As long as he keeps his head on his shoulders and stays in the game, he can be he was an all-star season 1 and deservedly so. The guy can hit, and he's a workhorse on the mound, so they're going to need him.
Ground ball to Barry Hutter, fires that into the backstop. 3-6-8 on the monitor there on your screen. Out number 2. Stevenson is retired. Walker looks in command here early. He's going to be a huge piece of the puzzle here for these Night Owls if they're going to get a result tonight. Here's Taravella. Slider down in the zone there. Going to be a lot of sliders from Jason Walker. And that's flied into the gap there. Petrovsky cannot get to it, gets by him, but won't get to the wall, and that's the first hit of the ball game from Casey Taravella.
a little bit of a broken record for us, but a ball just fell in front of A.J. Petrovsky, and that seems to be something that's happened a decent amount in the past.
Right.
Let's see if he makes an adjustment and stands in the proper spot tonight when you play defense out there.
Yeah, he's been lacking in the range department a little bit. Here's Alex Garcia hitting in the 4 spot, and he's usually the dangerous 6-hole hitter for these Legends. Powerful left-handed bat. Should see Walker well, but takes strike 2 into the zone there. Small shift on.
Another really underrated guy in this league, as he just very quietly goes up there and puts it good at bat after good at bat together.
Check swing there, takes for a ball. Here's the 1-2 offering from Walker. Slider, center field, right to Petrovsky. No, it beats him, but he makes the miraculous kind of makeup catch there. Wow. My goodness, he was beaten there.
Yeah, he was. He kind of had to jump up and stick a hand up there, but thankfully he knocked it from his right hand into his left.
Oh, that was some good reflexes there.
It was a fantastic catch by A.J. Petrovsky on a play. Maybe he didn't have to make one,
made a routine
work.
Play into a bit of a meal there, but it's a put out regardless. Nice hands there from Petrovsky making the play. And some wacky start already here at the Hideaway. Let's see if that continues.
Yeah, for sure. And good news for Night Owls backers there, as the Legends were -2.5 in this game. And it looks like about 65%, 70% of the money may be coming on the Legends.
And I got to cut you off there, Kyle, because the top of the second is brought to you by Leilani Acuna. Leilani Acuna, the official realtor of the PLW, trusted by PLW players, friends, and family. Please give Leilani a follow there on your screen at Leilani Acuna. Check her out. And Las Vegas real estate, hot, Kyle, as we roll into the second inning. It's going to be Levi Lawrence.
Levi's sporting a bit of a mohawk ponytail kind of look.
I don't have a description for that. Kyle, I don't know what to call it. We got a little bit of a...
It's something...
If it wasn't a ponytail, it would be a bit of a mullet, I'd say.
I think you're right. It is would be a little bit of that.
So I'm going to go with that. Yeah, maybe our chat can help us out there. Not my men's hairstyle, not my expertise.
Nor mine. I just kind of go with the let's cut it kind of short. And
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
That's well played.
Yeah.
Leave it to GK for the movie.
Nobody's messing with Steven Seagal.
Well done. Yeah, that's true.
Nobody's messing with Levi.
Here's Sean Murcia, first at bat as a Night Owl, and he's gonna flare that one.
Yeah, underperforming a little bit so far this year, but not when you watch his swing. I mean, when I see him hit in batting practice and swing in the game, he really looks like he's got a nice quick swing. He looks to go the opposite way. He's got pop over that right field wall. Let's see if this new location on the Night Owls gives him a fresh start and the jump he's looking for this season.
He'll ground that to Trench Picone. Easy play for him. He slings it into the backstop, out number 2. Yeah, Sean, a guy I'm going to be rooting for tonight, a former teammate of mine.
Sure.
Kind of looking for a fresh start with these Night Owls. I think he has a lot more potential in that bat than what he has shown this season. And kind of tough knuckleball there from Taravella, another pitcher picking up that pitch. Here's Petrovsky in the 6-hole.
Yeah, knuckleball is at the moment taking the PLW by storm with the success of Billy Santuan. Everybody's kind of staring at Billy, making everybody look silly and saying, let's see if I can do the same thing.
50 into the pan there from Taravella, who has been the Legends kind of ace this season, threw brilliantly against the Ones last time out for the Legends. What a series that was. The Legends Ones, a true firecracker.
Yeah, I was an umpire that night, and man, was that a fun series to even just be here for.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of good, positive energy from both sides. It was fun to be here for that.
Yeah, I was happy the Legends took a game in that series, deservedly so. As Petrovsky's going to run this count full here. Payoff pitch coming here, top of the second, 2 outs, just getting rolling here. Slider swing and a miss up in the zone. 3 up, 3 down for the Legends. And no score here, Kyle. Do we want to give a shout out to our TikTok audience here early in the night?
Of course, always TikTok. If you're just hanging out and watching that one camera angle, come on over to Twitch. Twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. You get all sorts of camera angles. You get to interact in the chat. You can bet some wiffle ball points and earn some merch. And you can see our beautiful faces as well as all the graphics on the screen. You can see the score constantly updating and balls and strikes. There's constantly asking in the chat, what's the score? Who's winning? Who is playing?
Cam 2.
Cam 2. Let's see this. Well, come on over to Twitch. Simple as that. Problem solved.
Got Cams 2, 3, and 4 here at the Twitch broadcast. And our Twitch show up to 243 viewers. How we all doing? See Evan, Frito out there. A bunch of regulars. Stealth. Love it. GK. in there moderating the chat as sometimes need be.
Yeah, of course.
So thank you for that.
GK putting up those polls and predictions tonight.
And it's going to be Billy Osgood, who's slowly, week by week, been coming around for these legends.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow start offensively, but if you think back to seasons 1 and 2, I mean, this is a guy who can get tons of power, and he shows it there with a solo shot. Billy Osgood in the top of the third here, bottom of the second, excuse me, and it's 1-0 Legends.
Yeah, right on cue there for Osgood, who kind of hits the Osgood out of here. Both pitchers kind of showcasing the same pitch, and Osgood's like, hey, I've seen that pitch before, and I'm going to deal with it.
Yeah, both of these pitchers feature that really late breaking kind of pitch. A little bit, Trench does a similar thing where it really seems to slow down right before it gets to the batter, and has a lot of late break. Maybe Osgood recognized his own pitch there and jumped on it.
Here's Trench Picone now, fan favorite, colleague, broadcast colleague. He'll be up in the booth later this week.
Yeah, he's going to be in the booth Friday night with Ryan Chen.
Right, he was supposed to be in there Monday night, I believe. And
we had some crazy weather out here.
A bit of a dust storm.
Yeah, I think we made what ended up being the right call, not playing. It's obviously we never want to have a game pushed back, but look, sometimes you just have extreme enough conditions where it just makes sense.
Sure, and we'll see if that series is probably worth making up at the end of the season, see how it shakes out a little bit here, and we'll assess that down the road a bit as Trench goes down looking on a slight piece from Walker. 1 away, 1-0 Legends.
Yeah, second strikeout of the night so far for Walker. He needs 4 for 200 career. He'll be the 16th player ever to have 200 career strikeouts in this league, and that's a pretty good... If you look at the list of guys that have 200 career strikeouts, it's kind of the who's who of PLW.
Let's hear a couple.
Brandon Mayo, all-time leader, 487. Taylor Briner, Alex Fernandez, James Stein, Tom Gannon, Billy Osgood's got it, Levi, Matt Petrikis, Ryan Chen, Chad Phillips, Cody Schmidt, Casey Taravella did it a couple weeks back, Andrew Leday, Adam Tanek, and Jake Purdy. That's your list of 15 guys who have 200 Ks. Jason Walker will join that tonight with 2 more.
A double by Petrovsky there. Stevenson keeps his hands inside that slider. Does that so well, so short and compact to the ball, Kyle. That's how you hit those right-handed sliders.
Yeah, you just kind of have to. You just have to expect it. If you're not aware of the fact that he throws this pitch that starts at you and ends up in the zone, you're just going to be staring at it, kind of like Trench did the at bat before. And you just have to wait back, be ready for that late break, and have those quick hands to the ball and slap it through the left side like you did.
Would love to see the all-time doubles leaders list, as I'm sure Jason Stevenson right at the top of that, and he adds to his career tally.
I can bring that up for you, no problem, Jim.
I like it. I like this live stats going on here in the booth.
All-time doubles list. Jason Stevenson, number 2.
Yeah, I thought he was up there. Number 2 all
46
time.
career doubles, make that 47 now. Trails only Adam Tanek.
And if you listen to me regularly, you know J-Rock is my guy. Guy does it all out here, except maybe play defense. Ground ball, third base. Fumbled from Hutter, picks up. And no! Some shortstop, former Barry Hutter, coming back to haunt him there.
Yeah, it's Barry's main flaw.
Right.
When he plays defense, he does a good job of getting big, knocking the ball down, gets up quickly. And I don't know, maybe he's just a little stubborn when it comes to orienting the holes properly, but he just makes a few too many throwing errors, and he knows it. And, he's just got to work through that. And I fully expect him to work out those kinks.
And the extra life for the Legends pays off. Alex Garcia gets a good matchup with the slider coming into him, shoots it up the middle, and the second run of the inning comes in. J-Rock comes in to score. Over to third base goes Taravella, and that's a freebie there from the Night Owls.
Sure is. Extra outs lead to extra runs a lot of times in this league. There's a lot of lineups that you just cannot give extra outs to, and the Legends are absolutely one of those.
Turns over the lineup to Osgood, led off this inning with a solo blast. Let's see if he can get another slider up in the zone. 2 of them low in the zone there. Swings at 1, takes 1. 1 and 2 here to Osgood. A couple runners aboard. And that's shaved. Nobody home. Mercial and that defensive addition paying off early for the Night Owls. I thought that was down.
Mercial doing a fantastic job. Not really used to playing on the right side there, but does an absolutely fantastic job of hustling out there into pretty deep right field to make that over-the-shoulder catch in a little bit of sun there as well. Great job by Mercial there, showing exactly why the Night Owls acquired him.
Yeah, what a play there, Mercial. Yeah, we're going to miss his defense at shortstop, but showing off his range there. Quick little guy getting out into right field. Impressive stuff.
Yeah, basically the fastest first step in the league. I mean, he knocks balls down in the infield that nobody else kind of really gets a hand on.
Sure.
And as you can see there, gets deep into the outfield where a lot of guys would not even have a chance to get back for that ball. So good work by Sean there.
Yeah, good little defensive addition. I think Davella noticed that he didn't really have a shortstop, didn't really have a true middle infielder, and goes out and gets Sean, and he was really high on Sean, and a deal was done. Those are how deals get done.
Yeah, he really improved his defense a lot with the trade that he made. He lost a big-time starter for himself, but gained one in Logan Christie, long-term starter, who's he's still hurt at the moment, as Cody Giordano grounds out to Trench there. But both adding Merciel and Logan Christie is going to really increase the quality of the Night Owls defense when those guys are when Logan's 100% fully healthy up there.
Agreed. Yeah, looking forward to Logan coming back. He's giving updates on that weekly. And there's a new poll in the chat for you guys to take a look at, and it's the enigmatic Levi Lawrence debuting in the chat here. And
these are some great answers. I like define behave.
Yeah, I have a few comments on this one.
I think he's all right.
He is fine. The problem is getting on his own teammates, which is what happened with the Sand Vipers.
Yes.
I was kind of sitting next to Tavano umpiring in game 1. It was good. By game 3, it was like, oh, no.
I'll tell you what, Jason Walker has had similar deals with that in a couple of different of his situations. There was a couple of times on the Lightning that Jason Walker, he was kind of guilty of the same thing. But look, everybody's a gamer in different ways, and
sure,
some are better than others, and in certain aspects. And look, Levi, when he focuses, man, he's a top. He can be a top 10.
When it's all about the wiffle ball,
scary guy
Levi is a scary guy. He can stay focused on the field only. And eliminate some of the other riffraff. Yeah,
Agreed.
Absolutely. It's a big pickup for the Night Owls. True risk-reward play for sure.
100%. There's not a player of his talent anywhere near on the waiver wire. There's nobody of the level of his talent out there.
Agreed. Unless, some free agentship that we don't know about. Ethan Whitfield making the stop at short, knocking that down. Hard hit from Davella. And the Legends put up a 0 after scoring a pair. 1, 2, 3. And Terravello's rolling here early.
Yeah, it's really important, as we've discussed before, like a shutdown inning, it's kind of not really talked about that much, but when you go out there and get one, and then you get lucky to get that second one maybe a little bit, and then you just go out there and you go 1, 2, 3 and get your pitcher gets you out of that inning, and you could just go to hit again. It's kind of demoralizing from the other side. The other team didn't even really feel like they had the Night Owls probably felt like they didn't even bat that inning. They were just like, 3 quick outs, and now we're back in the field already.
Yep.
And it's a little bit of a mental war that the Legends win there with a quick 1, 2, 3 shutdown inning. So.
Yeah, and I always kind of preach about the opportunity to give your offense a chance to extend. I mean, it's so huge, especially with that 55-mile-an-hour limit. Runs can come in a hurry. You want to give your offense a chance to be that side that gets the chance to score a lot of runs, and not give the opposition too many chances. So, and if the Legends go and put up 2 or 3 here, you probably bury them.
Yeah, and look, it's I've mentioned it before. It's a little bit of a mental game early in the night. If you're the team that gets the early lead, and then you kind of beat them down a little bit, where if maybe they see a slight door and then you just close it on them, that's tough mentally to overcome that.
Trench Picone keep his hands in there, puts it in play, but it's going to be Levi Lawrence in from center field to make the play.
Yeah, good hustle there. That ball looked like for a second it might find the Bermuda Triangle, so to speak, and drop in, but Levi did a good job hustling from right center, taking the lead, calling off his other fielders, securing the first out.
Here's Corral going to try to get his night going, rolls over that slider, third base. Hutter going to correct his throwing error, fires that one into the left panel there.
Yeah, definitely did a better job. I watched him closely there, and as you can see, he kind of looked down, made sure to get the holes going the correct way, and made a good, strong throw to the backstop for out number 2.
And adding on to that shutdown inning, not looking likely. 2 quick outs here. Here's Stevenson. No, shot hard past the right side of Cody Giordano. Base hit for J-Rock. He has just been on a roll the last few weeks. Really exciting player to watch.
Yeah, he's having a great season offensively. Very kind of quietly towards the top of the OPS leaders this year.
But Taravella gives into a pitcher's pitch there. Can of corn for Merciel. And that's going to be it in the third for the Legends. 2-0 here. And let's take a look at our Twitch chat here. And are you a DoorDash guy, Kyle?
No.
I do need some help ordering some DoorDash.
Yeah, not really a DoorDash guy. I'd rather just go get it.
True knit is Kyle Lohman. Those delivery and
I
tax
like
fees.
driving too, I'm happy to just go get it. I like having the food hot too, so I don't want to have the risk of possibly sitting there for a few extra minutes and then the DoorDash guy finally gets there. I'm more of a, let's just go get it.
Yeah, and there's plenty in Vegas, definitely plenty of places very close by those good stuff though.
Look, I never said that. Somebody spilled the beans.
Good time. Always having a good time up in the booth. I missed you up here, Kyle. Been a few weeks. We were rolling there for a few weeks.
Yep.
And then,
I took the umpiring by the reins last week. I did the umpiring Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday last week after playing Monday. So gave Chad Phillips a week off from umpiring, let him be in the booth a couple times. And,
sure.
I took the lead on that, I like doing that as well. I really like being down there on the field. It's fun as well as being up here in the booth.
Here's a Levi Lawrence. We have another poll up in the chat. Where should Kirby go? Got to give some Kirby some love. We haven't mentioned Kirby Buckets at all. His next day off. Ooh, Hoover Dam.
Yeah, Hoover Dam's a nice trip.
It is a nice trip.
About 35 minutes from where we are right now. Mount Charleston, about the same, maybe a few minutes further.
Personal favorite of mine, Mount Charleston.
Yeah, Red Rock's nice. Very scenic one-way drive through Red Rock Canyon.
Little Red Rock Loop as well.
Yeah.
A bit crowded at times, but
yep.
Need a reservation at Red Rock Canyon. Remember that. Gambling on the Strip is probably going to win this poll. That's probably where you and I would go meet Kirby.
Although you're not really a fan of the Strip. You're a big downtown guy. So.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a downtown guy. A Strip for people that come visit and all that kind of stuff. But you're not going to find me giving away too much edges at the Strip. That's for sure. Unless I'm going to collect some funds from apps.
Levi battling very well here down 0-2 and fighting off a couple of tough pitches from Taravella.
Ooh, Mount Charleston. See, the people don't know. A true secret Las Vegas gem is Mount Charleston. When I did not understand how close snow was.
I think we have 1-2 here.
Yeah, I'm seeing 1-2 on our monitor here.
It's up to you guys, though.
Yeah, I'm not an umpire.
It's definitely between the batter and the pitcher.
I trust our graphics team down below has it down. Trust those guys till the end of time. The 1-2. High fly.
Whoa.
Wigfield there, and oof.
Yeah, delayed reaction by Wigfield there. I think he was thinking, look, Taravella is typically the leader of the infield. He's maybe the most talented fielder on the team. Probably definitely is. And I think Wigfield was waiting for Taravella to call that off, but he didn't really do it. So Wigfield said, okay, I'll do it.
Screwball from Merciel lined. It's right to Wigfield. Makes a nice knockdown and throw.
And a beautiful swing by Merciel there. A hard hit line drive, but unfortunately right toward the hands of Ethan Wigfield there at short.
Yeah, that's kind of
Base
what was going on with the
him.
Warbirds. He'd done that a lot, and he's going to get him through eventually.
Yeah, as expected batting average on a swing like that, it's got to be 700-800. I mean, you're gonna end up standing on first or second base with a swing like that more often than not.
Yeah, the kid's a good hitter and puts a good piece on it there as Petrosky takes strike 2 into the pan. 2 outs, nobody on here for the Night Owls. And that's down, and no Miles Stein or Dalby. Davila really taking a chance here, kind of blowing this thing up and relying on Stein and Dalby when everyone was kind of saying, hey, attendance. And Davila kind of went the opposite way and is going to rely on those guys that are out of town.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got a core of guys now that are going to be here all the time, and he's just,
He got rid of his best player that's here all the time.
It's very true. I mean, he's hoping, obviously, to trade $1 for 4 quarters and hope it, and hope it works out. And I think it's very likely to do so. I think the addition of Merciel and Christie is going to be a very good thing in the end for this team.
Sure.
And the new free agent chip, Dakota looks like he might be good. And this team there's a lot of good things to come from the Night Owls, I think. And it's just going to be a new look. You're just going to have different guys, and we'll see how it goes.
I think Barry Hutter knocked our TikTok camera out of commission here.
I think I can handle it.
Barry Hutter having trouble with his throws tonight.
You looked at the phone like you've never seen a phone before.
I know, but it just went completely blank. I don't usually see that.
All right, there we are. We're still okay.
Okay, nicely done. You can give me too many things to do, And the Sea Sows wants to stop by the new stadium. Yeah, at Allegiant. Make sure you plan your routes accordingly.
Beautiful new stadium.
Yeah,
I've been there a couple times.
Yep.
Not for NFL game yet, but it's nice.
Ground ball by Garcia. He's going to get things started for these legends here in the 4th inning. Leadoff base hit. He likes seeing that slider coming into him and putting good barrel on it here early.
Yeah, nice job by Garcia with an opposite field ground ball single up the middle and gets by Barry Hutter. Really good piece of hitting. It's not necessarily looking to pull the ball, but just to go up the middle.
Beautiful Las Vegas evening, Kyle. Haven't really done too much forecast, but the weather, the wind, pretty stale, about 72 degrees. A fantastic evening here.
Yeah, wind is calmed down for the most part. Slight breeze in. If you look towards the very, very top of the trees, we do see some bit of a breeze, but calm overall. Really a beautiful evening for WIFFLE here at Hideaway Field.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking like it's going to be that way as Osgood takes a 2-strike slider at 59. Walker cannot believe it. The kind of thing that could rattle Jason Walker possibly.
Little bit.
We're looking like at mid-70s to low 80s the rest of the week. Sunny skies.
Looking forward to some WIFFLE this week then, if that's the weather.
And into the mid-80s next week. So the forecast is extended, looking well here in Las Vegas. One away is it's going to be Trench Picone to try to get a rally going.
I believe that's the third strikeout of the night by Jason Walker. So one more, and that'll secure him in that 200 strikeout club.
Picone 53 into the pan there. Taking strike number 2.
Trench needs a couple of RBI tonight to hit 100 for his career.
Triple digits always a nice thing.
Only 10 players in PLW history have 100 career RBI. That's a pretty elite company as well.
Absolutely.
Similar names as the strikeout list, which for the first number of years we've really seen a lot of really talented two-way players in this league, both offensively and on the mound, and defensively as well.
Trench fouls that one off his foot there. 2-2. Bottom 4, game 1. Alex Garcia at first base. Here's a 2-2 from Walker. Slider pulled to short. Giordano's going to have an easy one there. Murcial fades the throw to the right side of the panel. Can't get the double play, and it'll bring up Derek Corral. Another kind of, not miscue, but going to give the Legends a chance to turn their lineup over. You see Corral in that gray uniform, not in the gold. I don't know if he got the memo.
Yeah,
tonight.
he must not have got the memo that they were home tonight. So
Yeah.
blame his jersey guy.
Yeah, maybe didn't finish the laundry.
Maybe that's the
quite.
captain. I don't know. Is that the captain?
Yeah.
He is the leadoff guy.
And Corral 1-2 now. Slider and rolled over again, but no, that's through the legs of Barry Hutter into left. And that's going to be first and second now. Picone scoots on over to second base, and it brings up the ever-dangerous J-Rock. And if the double play wasn't a miscue, that for sure was. And now another opportunity for the Legends to extend.
Yeah, you can't necessarily always assume the double play. I don't quite know what the percentage is of the double play, of the throw from second executed to home. It's probably somewhere around like 25%-ish. So, when you don't execute it, it's not like you're giving up a massive amount. But yeah, on a ground ball like that gets through the wickets of Barry Hutter, that's an extra out for sure.
And of course, it costs a run, 5-6 whole ground ball. Stevenson showcasing his quick hands on a pitch that's well inside. And Picone will come around to score 3-0. J-Rock putting on a show tonight.
Yeah, and Stevenson needed only one RBI tonight in order to join that 100 RBI club as well. So he becomes the 11th member of the 100 RBI club.
Congratulations, Mr. J-Rock.
Yeah, joins his teammate Billy Osgood on that list. Adam Tannick, Taylor Briner, Tom Gannon, 1, 2, 3 career. And
there it goes again, and now it kind of rains, it pours. Kind of the night owls we're used to broadcasting, Kyle. Not really getting beat by the Legends as much as beating themselves. I think at least 3 of these 4 runs have come at the cost of errors and miscues on defense.
Yeah, you cannot give, as we said an inning or 2 ago, these extra outs are just going to really punish teams.
And there it is, and then this thing's broken wide open. Alex Garcia been taking good swings off with Jason Walker all night long. Deposits that high into the trees and right. 3-run homer, 7-0, well in front of that negative -2.5 line, Kyle.
Yeah, man, the Legends have really taken advantage of the extra opportunities given to them so far in this game. A couple of extra outs by the Night Owls, and the Legends really pounce, and it's 7-0 here in the bottom of the
Walker,
fourth.
A little demonstrative out there on the mound. He's going to give the ball, but he's I see some shoulder shrugs, some hands being a little demonstrative. He can't be too happy.
Yeah, probably feeling like not a lot I could do. Look, I got some ground balls, and we should have been out of this, coach. But
a lot of body language. He's been known to kind of get on his team for things like this before. I mean, you kind of got a couple guys that can drive a wedge through things at times. So, It's interesting to see. It's going to be Cody Giordano looking like he's getting the ball.
It's tough.
Who's going to pitch?
It's tough. It looks like it's going to be Cody Giordano getting an opportunity here as we see Kirby Bucket for the first time this evening, and an upgraded Kirby Bucket.
Yes.
Maybe the fans can't really see from a distance, but check him out on Instagram. Kirby Bucket BLW has his own Instagram now. He was showing off his new skills yesterday, doing a jump over the pylon and third base. He's really got an upgraded chassis, and I believe he's got some nitrous.
Oh, he ran into Mercial.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
And
now Levi, that's not going to make Levi very popular with the fans at all.
Yes, this is no good.
Oh, no, Levi, no.
Look, and here we are. Kirby Bucket, showing the skills.
Oh, look at this.
He's added nitrous oxide.
Oh, he landed it.
Yeah, nitrous oxide. He runs a 9.8 quarter mile. So it's a 10-second car, which is very sought after by like Dominic Toretto and those guys,
Yep.
you know. Kirby Bucket is really where it's at now.
Yeah, I got a full layout from GK last night on Kirby, but new shocks, new motor, new
Wow.
tires. He's cutting corners out there like a F1 driver. I mean, just
F1 coming to
sharp.
Vegas, and he's looking to put his name in the running for.
That's right. Charles Leclerc, move on over. And this is Kirby Buckets, and GK said he's got him on the lowest setting. He's that powerful, and still, if he puts him up to medium, he's taking off.
He gave me the controls, and he said, "Run him on slow until you get used to it, and then crank it up."
That's good stuff. Yeah. Oh man. And
So back to Jason Walker real quick. Look, it's tough on the mound. When you're a pitcher and you're on the mound and you feel like you've executed a pitch to get a batter out, and then when, yes, maybe a fielder doesn't execute their play, and the guy ends up on first base, there is some frustration that can go into your brain, thinking like, "Man, I did my job, but why isn't this guy out?" You know, and I deserve to have him out there, and that can take a toll on you mentally for sure. It's tough to overcome that sometimes.
no doubt. And I mean, everyone, you'd be lying if you said, yeah, you haven't been in that same situation, right?
Sure.
And, I can't say that I haven't.
You just got to do your
innocent
best
in that category either.
You got to do your best to be the leader out there on the mound, and pick your teammates up and say, "Okay, guys, we got this one. Let's turn two here."
Absolutely.
And go out and continue to execute your pitches. And do what you can do to help the team there.
And here's Osgood with 2 away, nobody on, and it's 3-1 from Giordano. Going to try to bridge out the rest of this game, but it's 7-0, bottom 4, splitting it wide open, and that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Osgood, and more base runners here for the Legends.
Yeah, good opportunity, kind of, for the Night Owls here to be able to get a guy like Cody Giordano.
Yeah, we keep saying that, Kyle. I mean, over and over again, they got to start getting better at some point. I mean, they've gotten opportunities to get out and get live innings.
And we haven't mentioned it, but we do have a new center fielder here, and that is their new free agent, Chip Dakota, taking over in center field.
Dakota, I'm going to go for it. Dakota Pinkovic.
Right.
I know I got backup in the chat with GK, but I think Pikovic.
Yeah, we'll ask him to say it in order to get the double check on the pronunciation.
But that's a free agentship that was acquired in that trade, a first round. Actually, that's not how it went down. If the Night Owls actually traded the Warbirds a free agentship, we hold that chip now. We have the last remaining free agentship. Josh Towers was acquired for the free agentship in that trade.
Yeah, their free agentship was given away, and then they got another one back.
Yes. And then used it on Pinkovic here. And we should see some at-bats out of him tonight, I assume. And that's an easy walk out there for Giordano. It's going to be Levi Lawrence, but more importantly, going to be more Kirby Buckets. What's Levi and Bucket? What's going to do there? I sense some confrontation.
I mean, if there's anybody in this league that is going to cause somebody to get run from a game, it's messing with Kirby Bucket.
But no, it's going to be Dave Siefert, though. I think, there was a little bit of too much hostility between Levi and Buckets, and the decision was made. We're going to go with Siefert here.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have JT Church getting added to the 7th hole for the Legends here. He's going to get in that bat, which is good. Mostly see JT on the mound, as he's probably their 4th starter behind Taravella, Picone, Stevenson, and Osgood. And it's really, they have some depth on the mound, which is good. They really have 5 guys who on most teams would have a starting spot in a rotation.
Sure.
Nice little... look, they started off slow, but the Legends here are really kind of sneaky deep on both sides of the ball. They have a lot of guys that show up. They have a ton of good bats, a ton of capable pitchers. They play fine defense. They're a team to look out for.
It's the same guys.
Yeah,
and they just kind of get better and find ways to win. And the Night Owls the same way, the same guys, but they haven't progressed as much as the Legends have. And the Legends have kind of figured it out. some of these guys, Taravella's turned into a great pitcher in this league.
Great pitcher, yep.
You know, and they just keep finding guys, and then they through the draft, they kind of plug in holes where they need it, you know, and they've become a team that's very serviceable out here. Here's JT Church against Dave Siefert. Glad to see Dave. Dave, a journeyman out here in POW. His second tenure with the Night Owls now. We have guys that are now making their second tenures with teams.
Yeah, he just bounced over from the Lightning back to the Night Owls.
From the Warbirds, yes.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed that Dave ended up leaving the Lightning. He's a really good guy to have on the squad. He's easily usable in spots like this and a lot of other benefits as well.
What you're going to get from Dave is his full effort, full concentration. He loves wiffle ball. He's always practicing, working out. He's out in the practice area beyond the container all the time, trying to work on his craft.
Yep, sure is. And you see, if you really, when you watch him pitches, when he misses just high or he throws 156 or 57, he can't believe it. So his intensity up there, on the mound is good. It's really something to be.
Well, he's a Chicago Bears fan, you know. He's intense guys. Those are intense fans.
That's true.
Very
true.
He does nothing else. So in his sports, he's one of those guys.
He's a big Bears fan.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. That'll retire the side. In the fourth, top five, here's 7-0 Legends really blowing it open. Alex Garcia just I think he has a pitcher he likes in Jason Walker.
Yeah, it takes the advantage. I mean, look, that late breaker that comes in and is really tough against right-handers, against lefties, if you miss a little further across the plate than you want to, it can be a cookie for sure. And we are going to see recently acquired Dakota Pinkovic.
Absolutely, yeah. Good stuff here from the Night Owls. Why not just throw them right in there? You're down 7-0. Let's get it going as a new pull there. Are we going to get a mercy here? And the fans want blood.
Are we going to see a mercy? The fans said yes. I'm going to say no. There's only 2 innings left here. And I think the Night Owls are going to...
Just one more inning for a mercy.
Yeah,
really.
And honestly, a little surprising maybe even to see Taravella continuing to go right now with a 7-run lead. Look, you would want to think that they try to get 9 innings out of this guy one way or another tonight and maybe conserving him for...
Do you think that's a management mistake?
More later games would be maybe more plus EV for them. So
agreed.
But look, there's something to be said about going and shutting the door in these spots and just going and take a win.
And here's Pinkovic getting his PLW debut here. And swing and a miss. Nice PT's beanie there.
Yeah, big boy here. Doesn't look like he's it looks like he spends a little time in the gym. I think if he can get a hold of one, we are going to see some damage from this young man.
But it's going to be not on his debut, as he will go down looking at his debut, and it'll turn the lineup over. Cody Giordano trying to get going.
Yeah, kind of actually a little surprising for Taravella to kind of really go right after him. He's a new guy, but sometimes with the new guys, the pitchers are willing to be a little more experimental and try some of their funky stuff and maybe make them look a little silly. But Taravella just going right after him there with straight pitch.
Taravella looks just like in cruise control here.
He does look in control.
A smile on his face, no labor at all, really no stress.
And maybe why manager Brad Ogden sent him right back out there, and he said, "Look, man, you're dealing, and just continue to deal." Like
mowing these guys down. I mean, this looks kind of like the Night Owls that we broadcast most of the time, Kyle. I mean, these guys got 13 wins, though.
I know. I hate talking about it like that. And as Barry rips one foul down the third base line. Okay, we have another reason why Casey Taravella is out there, and I don't really want to say the word that Chad just said, but...
Let's just say Clayton Kershaw provided some controversy on this topic earlier today.
Okay, wow. All right, so yeah, if that's the case, then we have, I'm going to whisper, we have 15 up and 15 down for the Night Owls. I'm not,
oh my gosh.
I can't.
I didn't even.
I didn't really realize that. We were talking so much about the Legends and their, impressive taking advantage of the extra outs, but it appears to be 15 up and 15 down for Casey Taravella here, and we have an outside shot.
And GK's blown it open in the chat.
P words in like 3 weeks. Wow.
And that's probably a good topic for later. If these games stay blowouts, I do want to discuss this.
Yeah, I want
7 innings.
We have to go reconfirm with the scorekeeper down there to confirm that that's the case.
Maybe Ogden's going to save the innings here. Just take them out.
Sure.
I think we'll save the innings, take them out.
How about that?
Let's do that. That already happened today.
That's another controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That already happened.
Well, Kershaw had a perfect. Oh, that happened. What happened? Kershaw was perfect through
13 innings, 13 Ks, 80 pitches, and decided to call it. And it was kind of his call,
80 pitches?
Yeah, just didn't want to go for it.
Oh, my goodness,
I thought it was pretty pathetic myself.
That's insane.
I understand. I didn't get to see training, the lockout, but man, these load management guys. And there's a Corral here, leading off the bottom of the fifth. Oh, everyone knows the word, Glenn. Not gonna. It's the sixth inning. Only 3 outs left. We can say it. Here we go. What a game one here. And it's the Night Owls up against it early. 7-0 bottom of 5. Now, what happens if they score 3 here, Kyle, and it's a mercy rule? He doesn't get to complete the game.
Wow, that would be pretty wild. I mean, I think we had a no-hitter like that. Or maybe, I think Ryan Roosh had a 2-inning perfect game this year where the Cajuns against these Night Owls, they won 10-0 in after three innings. And Ryan Roosh had a 9-out perfect game, I believe, or at least a no-hitter for sure.
Double play ball. Merciel delivers the goods. That will play 2 away. That's going to increase the likelihood of getting Taravella out there.
Yeah, Merciel showing once again exactly what the Night Owls were expecting out of him on the defensive side.
Is Alonso Valencia a Dodgers fan? I'm going to ask that real quick.
Oh, I believe so, yeah.
Okay, he's not allowed to comment on the Kershaw situation. I mean, really. I mean, the only the people that are agreeing with it is Dodger fans. So you kind of got to.
What's the difference? They throw 100 pitches all the time. Go out there and throw 20
It's like the
more
extra
pitches.
20 pitches would have been the end of his career or something, you know? Like, is there any medical evidence that that's the case? Oh, they're taking care of him.
Whoa.
It was cold out.
Siefert fires 72 towards Taravella's head. Said, look, kid, I don't care. You have a perfect game going. I'm coming right after you.
That's right. He's going to try to get him out of there by force. I like it.
New poll. Will Taravella do the thing? Yes.
I like
no,
that.
it's really hard.
And we might have Levi Lawrence up in the bottom half to add some more drama. As Taravella is going to go down 61 from Siefert there, throwing the gas.
Yeah, Dave Sneaky got some good power in that arm. You know, he doesn't throw the nastiest pitches, but does a really good job of changing speeds. Will throw somewhere between 50 and 70 something. You got to have your head on a swivel up there on the plate. At the plate against Dave Siefert.
So we had a perfect game this year from
Billy
Santillan. Was it 5 innings or 6?
6, of course.
It was 6.
Yeah. All games this year are 6 innings as opposed to last year.
Yes, but did he pitch 5 or 6? You know what I mean? Was he the home team that was ahead? I mean, excuse me, what?
I'm going to let you answer that question.
There's no way that can happen. Yeah.
Either way, it's
what a big mess up for me.
That's okay. That's just your lack of baseball knowledge. That's
Yeah,
okay. No, I'm just kidding.
it.
Yes, it was.
I'm on a
6
back-to-back
innings.
here in the booth. That's what it is.
Unfortunately, it was against the Lightning that I happened to play for. I was a part of that. But here we go. Casey Taravella, 15 up, 15 down. Manager Nick DeVella looking to do something about it. We have our 3 outs away from our second perfect game opportunity this year. Taravella feeling it maybe a little bit.
So it'll be Jason Walker and
Billy
Santillan, and this is a chance for number 3. Okay.
Yeah. Jason Walker's was back in the older format, which was a 5-inning one. So Billy Santillan's was the first 6-inning perfecto in PLW history. That was this year.
Really looking forward to moving on from that 6-inning comment there.
Don't beat yourself up too much about it. I understand where your head was at, but you were thinking more about the offense. Yeah.
Yes.
That's 2-2 here to develop.
And, of course, there's drama.
And if we have full count, the 7-run game, Nick,
Are you in just no swing
you just
mode?
got to have the bat on your shoulder, right? You need a base runner from your team as well, right? Got to try to risk getting this guy out of there.
No.
And he pancakes one. Trench is going to have to throw this.
He's
and
done
he
it.
hits the zone.
Oh.
That ball was absolutely deformed when it got to
Yeah.
Wakefield. I think it may have popped out by the time it got over to Trench, and Trench does a great job making a strong throw from third base and hitting the strike zone for the first out here.
Did see Trench kind of gather and look at that ball. I think he may have.
He might have popped it out
I think
himself.
he might have popped that out. That was a nice play by Trench there. And that's the first out. 2 away.
Levi takes
And we have Levi Lawrence up to play spoiler. This is the kind of spot that Levi loves. You know he loves just being the bad guy here.
Sure does.
Perfect guy to have at the plate here.
A little bit of calm has come over Hideaway. I think the legends are absolutely aware of this.
Ground ball. Wakefield. He's going to be the one to throw this one. Fires, and he's done it, and a little bit of pressure on the defense for sure, and you could see it.
You can absolutely, like, I've never been in a defensive spot when that's the case, but you know there has to be this pressure, like, thinking in the back of your mind, like, I can't let the pitcher down.
Yeah, I'm looking at each one of these guys. They're all ready to go. These guys are not taking a pitch off in this spot at all.
And here we go. Merciel, newly acquired Night Owl.
Takes a strike into the pan. We're one strike away. Here we go. I'm going to probably stay quiet for this pitch here. Misses away. Going to give Casey Taravella the stage. One, two. And that's up high. 2-2 now. 7-0, top six. Perfecto on the line. And Merciel is going to give us a full count.
I haven't been able to set anything to set
needles.
that. Wow, here we go. Full count.
Ground ball. Picone's in front of it. He stops it, shuffles, fires, and that's it. 6 innings of perfect ball from Casey Taravella, the third one in PLW history. And what a night. What a way to start off our night here.
Unbelievable performance by Casey Taravella. Legendary performance by Casey Taravella. The third perfect game in PLW history, the second in this format. And there's a reason we were doubting, what is Brad Ogden doing? Sending him back out there. And now we know it's a perfect game. Congratulations, Casey Taravella. And we have the final out ball.
Yeah, Brad Ogden just threw me the ball up here. I will put this in a very safe spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get Casey Taravella to sign this ball. Yeah.
Is he saying maybe we'll
Are we going to give it away?
away?
Are we going to give it away, Mr. Ogden?
Yeah, we'll find out whether he wants to give it away. I mean, that's a ball that you might want for the trophy case. I won't feel bad for Casey if he wants to keep that one. But what an incredible pitching performance. Dominant the entire time. He looked so in control. And as
really
somebody
relaxed,
who throws a perfect game obviously does, but he really did look so relaxed, just up there going through his motions, trusting his stuff, trusting his defense. And really an incredible, incredible performance by the Legends and Casey Taravella there. Congratulations, Casey. Happy to be up here to witness that. Really an amazing job. And just like that, we have an autographed Casey Taravella ball.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
We can autograph this one for sure.
Well, that's a final here for game one at the Hideaway. 7-0 Legends. A perfect game from Casey Taravella. We'll catch you back right here in a few. Back here at the Hideaway for game two action. You just witnessed a perfect game in game one by Casey Taravella. TikTok, what are you guys doing? You guys watched a perfect game on TikTok. That's crazy. Get on over to Twitch and be a part of this thing. We have a Casey Taravella autographed ball that we're going to give away.
Sure are.
But not going to give it away on TikTok, all right? The only way is to get some WIFFLE points, and you got to redeem it, or we're probably going to auction it off.
Yeah, auction off for sure.
Auction off.
Well, maybe wait till later on in the night.
It's one of the many ways we can get our viewers involved here. You know, it's such a great community here. Come be a part of it if you're on TikTok. You're really missing out as we move on to game at number 2. It's Billy Osgood against, man, I can't even tell you who's going to start for the Night Owls.
I would expect it to be Levi Lawrence, most likely.
I agree, but we have a 2.5 run line. I want to get into some WIFFLE points here. We haven't spent too much time on that, Kyle. Another reason TikTokers need to get to Twitch is to bet on these games. Legends covering the 2.5 easily there, and waiting for a line here in game 2.
Yeah, when I looked at that line in game 1, I thought with Jason Walker on the hill, maybe that's a little too high. But look, these Legends can hit, and they really do a good job of taking advantage of those opportunities when they're given extra outs. And they did a great job there, and really made sure Casey had a nice, comfortable lead to deal he did.
It wasn't a flashy perfecto, just kind of threw strikes, pitched to contact. Trench had a ton of assists, and so did Wickfield. Wickfield had some nice plays, and kind of not too many balls hitting the outfield as Nick DeFella is going to lead things off here. Channel points. Let me drop down that menu here, Tom, if you can. Down below.
Looks like 2.5 again. Legends are favored, which feels like a bargain, but, different pitchers here. Billy Osgood hasn't exactly been as dominant this year as he has been in years past.
Sure.
So we'll see if the Night Owls find this to be the guy that they can take advantage of and put some runs on the board.
It's pouring in on the Legends. Can you 44,000 to 8,000? Legends taking all the action here. Getting upwards of 5-1. Oh, a big bet coming in on the Night Owls. Somebody just threw piles on the night. Who was that? Show yourself.
That's got to be Glenn
Tannic
Meadows.
or Glenn Meadows.
Yeah.
Yes, it's one of those two. Tannic also known to throw value-changing bets out there. Moving lines. Now you get 2-1 in the Legends, laying the number.
Yeah, Nick DeVella moved himself up to the leadoff spot here and having a great at-bat against Billy Osgood. But he gets that one off the end of the bat. Back to Osgood for the first out, unfortunately. But a good start. Way to battle, full count.
More importantly, giving a long at-bat, giving time for our viewers to give our points in. I think we
right.
had about 200,000 points come in during that at-bat.
Yeah, now we're up to
good stuff.
140 on the Legends, minus 2.5. 124 on the Night Owls, plus 2.5. Good balanced action. Nice line makers here at the PLW.
Ground ball. Could come fair. And
I think
that was coming fair.
Yes,
now.
that was coming fair, absolutely. And by the time that would have gotten fair, I think Osgood would have had a really rush to get that one to the backstop in under 5 seconds. So good job by him.
Maybe if the Legends were having trouble recording outs tonight, maybe you
take a
let
chance.
that go fair, but why not just get it foul and not take the chance? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna expose this. I'm going to expose this large bettor on the Night Owls, 344,000 into the pool. There's 100K bet coming in from Glenn Meadows on the Night Owls, plus 2.5. That's a base hit.
Yeah, nice job by Barry Hutter looking up the middle there. Gets a hard hit ball by Ethan Wakefield, and the bench sarcastically cheers as that is their first base runner of the evening.
Yes, first hit of the evening.
Barry tips his cap, says, "Let's go, boys."
Adam Tannic surely is back. He's got 65K on the Legends laying the lumber. Cody Giordano takes a ball there, 1-1. Runner at first, 1 out, game 2. Night Owls already off to a better start in game 1 by recording just 1 hit. Here's the 1-2. Giordano looking to get his night going. Screwball there for him. And Billy's been mixing in that pitch a little more.
Yeah, maybe most likely Jason Stevenson's teaching him how to do it, as he has one of the nastier screwballs in the league. If Osgood can add that to his arsenal and be a really effective pitch, he becomes more deadly. Another good at bat here by the Night Owls early here in game 2. Trying to get deeper in accounts, foul off some pitches. That's how you got to do it against everybody in this league. You can't just go up there waving at pitches. You have to be a tough out.
Yep.
When you're a tough out and you're grinding at bats and trying to get into hitters' accounts, that's when you get served the pitches that you're looking for. It's when you fall down 0-2, that's when the pitcher really has got you.
Yeah, and they kind of, Terravella got in a groove early. Like it was like 3 outs and 4 pitches.
Strikes,
yeah, on that first inning, and he's able to settle in and then find his rhythm, and that's in the gap from Lawrence. Base hit to the right side, going to move Hutter over to third at base. First and third, 2 outs for the Night Owls, and something going here early. A little bit brewing here at the Hideaway.
Yeah, that'll be the first hit for Levi Lawrence in his Night Owls career. Moves the base runner over to third, and the Night Owls got first and third here with 2 outs for the newly acquired Sean Merciel.
Yeah, good spot for Merciel.
Yeah, see if he can pop one in here for his team.
Gets a pitch to hit. Osgood giving it chase. Not quite Tom Gannon there on the mound.
Yeah, not too many guys would have got to that one as they would have had to come all the way back to the plate, but it wouldn't surprise me if Carrasco or Gannon or Taravella managed to get there for that play.
0-2 behind early, 2 outs. Drop ball, fouled, spoiled there from Merciel. Nicely done. That was a good pitch from Osgood.
He does a really good job waiting back and looking to go opposite way. Does a good job fouling off those pitches deep into the zone.
Slider up in the zone.
Chad just tried to tell me he would get to that ball off the mound.
Yeah, that's a typical Chad comment. Standard. And nobody believes it except for Chad. And line drive up the middle. That's off the right hand of Derek Corral into center field. An RBI base hit from Sean Merciel. Good for him to get it going. His first Night Owl career hit.
Yeah, really good to see that type of hitting by Sean Merciel. I believe Levi Lawrence is supposed to move over to third base here, as that was definitely on the right side.
And a pitch is thrown. Levi on third, though. Yeah,
he's
ball
on
definitely on the
second.
right side.
Levi should be on third base.
As
We
our
don't have to
umpire-
stop the
we
game,
have,
but
yeah, we do have 3 umpires. We have, Chad Phillips to our right here. Chad,
Levi's third.
that was on the right side. Oh, it's dirty. No, it's dirty. It was
Oh,
off
dirty.
the hand.
I don't think so, but okay.
I did think that was off the right-handed corral. Man, we're rusty up here tonight,
Interesting.
Kyle.
Well, we do have one of the worst views, but I thought that one right under his hand.
I
no
literally
problem.
play-by-played it off the right hand.
You're pretty
of Corral.
honest guys, yeah.
That was my
Oh,
fault.
you said it?
I said it in the
Oh, I don't
play-by-play.
think so.
Yeah, said off the right hand of Derek Corral. Really rusty.
I
Up there.
thought it
I'm on
got
the back.
under him.
I'm on the second end of a back-to-back here, and it's really showing tonight, Kyle. Yeah,
That's okay. That should have been on me to correct you there, as I got you in the first game. But
I
that's
switched to
okay.
color work with GK last night and back
Now-
into the play-by-play, and I was used to not talking so much last night, and switching roles. And
yeah,
it's been a
I'm
struggle.
counting on you tonight to lead us. So you can't let us down, as we are going to get the ponytail and left-handed arm of Levi Lawrence here to start game 2 for the Night Owls, as expected. We'll see if he can be the workhorse that they really need. Jason Walker they were hoping to have him be the guy tonight, but he struggled a little bit. And yeah, the Night Owls gave up a few extra outs in that game and made it a little harder on Walker, but we're going to see if Levi can be the guy for them, and they're going to really need it. Thought I did this, but
Yeah, Levi's going to throw some sliders. He's going to do a lot of weird windups and throw off your timing and a little bit of trickery.
yeah, he has really good balance on the mound, and you see that when he does this funky double, triple leg kick pump
Sure.
thing. I don't necessarily think it gains him much when he does it, but if you are really doing it, if you're trying to keep batters off balance and affect their timing, it can be effective for sure. But I do think most of the guys in the league understand that it's something that he does, and they're just sitting back on it for the most part.
Right.
And honestly, from a pitcher, it's weird because you don't really necessarily want to do something that's going to mess up your own rhythm and timing.
Sure,
So
mechanics,
but,
yeah.
I mean, he does a good job with it. Everybody's got their own style.
He's going to miss with a 12-6 up there to Derek Corral leading things off. Levi does get a lead to play around with here. 1-0 Night Owls. They strike in the first off that Mercial single.
Always nice to pitch with a lead versus behind, of course.
Yeah, Glenn Meadows dropping that 100K a bet. Adam Tannock on the other side, 65K. And that's up the middle. Levi stags that off the bounce into the pan. Easy out number 1.
Always nice to get a nice little comebacker.
Yep.
Your first out as a pitcher.
Yeah,
Make sure
as a
you're ready.
pitcher, always want to do it yourself. Here's Stevenson.
Yeah, the hot J-Rock. See how he does against.
And he really gets jammed up trying to go the other way there. Mercial casually into the backstop. Out number 2.
Yeah, he's so automatic.
2 quick outs here, and Levi's got it rolling. Sansone back in the lineup here in game 2.
Yeah, didn't get in that bat in game 1.
Levi's a guy he's seen quite a bit, and he's going to fall off the
See,
mound.
that's one of the things that's just giving a pitch away.
Sure.
There's no chance that for it to be a strike. And if you do miss, that's going to be a cookie for Sansone. I just don't think he really gains that much. Maybe it just keeps Sansone really off balance, but
And the pitch was just a cookie. If he would have thrown that for
that's
a
what I'm
strike,
saying.
that would
If
have been
you-
launched out of here.
Right, if you miss into the zone, I mean, that doesn't really gain you anything. It looks silly. And you also, you're not fielding your position. You're way off the mound. Opens up that up the middle nice and easy. For you.
Exactly. That's the biggest point, I think, is that, got to field your position up the middle. 2-2. And that's up the middle there, and Levi does vacate the middle, but slow enough hit to where Mercial can range over, and he's looked good on defense tonight.
Perfect through 1.
Yeah, we're just going to have perfect games tonight. I'm not going to wait till the 5th this time. I'm just going to.
We're just going to sweat it right from the first game.
Yeah, we're going to just sweat every
Let's just
pitch.
jinx it early.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sweat every single pitch and then see what happens. But we are through 1 Owls with a lead now and getting 2.5 runs. A heavily wagered game. Good to see that in game 2. And let's see if Billy Osgood can throw a donut up there. But good to see the Night Owls competing, and both these teams still with a ton to play for. We're locked together in the standings.
Yeah, these teams are right in the very crowded middle of the standings. I believe there's 5 teams, going into this week at least, there was 5 teams within 1 game of each other right in the middle of the standings.
Yeah, Bombers 14-13, Legends 14-13, Cajuns. And I know the Night Owls all smashed.
Yeah, and the
them.
Sandvipers were there as well.
Were there as
Yeah.
well, yes. So A really bunched up middle of the standings, and the teams at the bottom not out of it by any stretch.
No, definitely not.
Plenty of games to go.
Yeah, and as we just hit the halfway point after this past Friday's games, so we're a lot of WIFFLE left. We've seen a lot so far this season, and there's a long way to go. Yes, we're going to see some separation in the standings at some point. There will be some teams that are have a really uphill battle, at some point soon, but we're not quite there yet, and there's a lot to be played for. And with relegation, so many games, every game really is important in this league.
Absolutely. As that first pitch tinked the bar from Osgood. It's 3-2 here. Ground ball. Picone, he's been excellent over there. It's going to be Wakefield cleaning it up. Into the pan for the first out. Nice job, Trench Picone. Solid as usual.
Yeah, that's his MO. As well as a few other guys in the league. They're just trying to get their body big, get in front of it, knock it down. You're really close to your other fielders. Give somebody else an opportunity to make a play, and he gave Wakefield a chance to make a hard throw there as Barry Hutter pops one up to Osgood on one pitch, and that's 2 quick outs here.
Yeah, kind of a straight change there from Osgood. It really slowed down the bat of Hutter and got a weak fly out, weak swing as well. He's not going to feel too good about that. Slider Giordano rolls over. Picone with her left hand sticks out. And Osgood had far more time than he thought. He rushes the throw into the ground.
Yeah, he probably could have taken a slightly better step forward and made a good throw.
At least gather himself, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been close. He might not have had as much time as you thought he did, but you do want to give yourself that chance to set your feet at least. And
doesn't matter if you're late, you might as well put a good throw on it.
Yep, but we saw good fundamentals there by Trench again, just getting a hand in front of it and giving his other fielders an opportunity. Just got maybe a little unlucky that ball kind of stayed in no man's land and was tough for Osgood to get to and had to make a quick throw.
He gets ahead of Levi 0-2 here, drop ball shortstop, and Corral is there, easy force at second for the third out. Legends will get a chance to do some more damage on the offensive end. As in our chat here, the Dragon Lady has flown in. And a little late. She did miss a perfect game. She missed the perfecto, but she's here in game 2 to grace us with her presence. Dragon Lady, what is going on?
Glad to have you here,
as
always.
What's new? There has been talk about the wives' dinner getting resurfaced again.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought that was just folklore or,
Yes, no, we're gonna plan a date. It's gonna happen.
Okay, sounds good.
That's gonna happen.
Should we auction off WIFFLE points for another seat at the table?
Another seat, a viewer to just be the 21st wheel.
Sure, 21st wheel. That would be fun. That would be a good WIFFLE auction. Dinner with your favorite warbird or night owl.
Yeah, that would be. I think we're gonna
hitting lesson with Jim Dodos.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Apparently pitching my lessons aren't very good.
Pitching lesson with Gannon.
It's been the third straight season the Birds are the bottom.
You got hitting lesson with Dodos or Briner.
That would be cool.
Got fielding lesson with Couts or
yeah.
Merciel or whomever, and hair lesson with Levi and beard lesson with you get it.
Hair lesson with Levi. Well, yeah, beard lesson with Bird.
Beard lesson with Bird. That's a good one. Yeah, sure.
Really take the next step in
trash talk with Ryan Roosh. I mean, look, we got all sorts of guys that are experts in different fields in this league.
Oh, and that was close. Let's see what our umpires decide here. That was close.
Man, this ball looked like it was dropping.
Oh, it looked good.
It looked good.
A yellow challenge flag in hand for Brad Ogden. Let's see if he tosses it. The call is out. Chad deferring the call as usual. Never wants to make a call, does he? Me and Chad got in a pretty heated exchange on one of our games over this issue.
I was witness to that heated exchange. Not in person, but I did see it from afar.
Just always deferring, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard you. Chad Sparkles Phillips, everyone, to our right.
To be fair, I do think that is the first base umpire's
I do agree
call.
with him. I would like to see the umpires move towards the backstop there to get a better view.
Levi did a little bit of pause and maybe kiss blow to the sideline there.
And it's 56.
And it resulted in a ball, but pretty good effort overall.
1-2 here.
Stone Eater says David Harley Jr. with the best hair. Ooh, that was out of left field.
Needle.
That's for just, where did that come from?
That's a sick needle.
Perfect game still going for Levi.
And he's going to do the pendulum swing. And then it gets a ground ball. Levi wants to take it himself, but lets it go.
Giordano makes a nice strong throw, and 5 up, 5 down here.
1 2/3 perfect for Levi, wearing the Maddie Levine Rampage jersey. Good stuff here. 2 away. Brings up Trench Picone.
I am Jake B says back from helping my wife out, who won game 1.
Oh.
Not only did the Legends win game 1.
I'm going to have to tax the wife. Wife owes you a favor, Jake B.
Taravella threw the 3rd ever perfect game in PLW history, the 2nd in the modern format. Casey Taravella, 7-0 win for the Legends and a perfect game.
Man, tough game there for the wife to give you some honeydews. Trench spinning ball, going to get the right kind of spin. It'll spin towards the backstop. 2-2. 1-0 Owls. Owls lost 7-0 in game 1. 12-6 swing and a miss. And 6 up, 6 down.
And a big run from Levi there on a 43-mile-an-hour breaking ball. I do think it's a little bit of a tell when a guy does like that audible grunt. I think for the most part, it's usually a pretty slow pitch as they try to pretend they're about to throw the ball as hard as they possibly can, but they just actually throw it kind of easy.
And a couple barks towards the Legends as well. That's typical Levi. That's the kind of stuff that'll get Levi in trouble. He just needs to focus on pitching.
Yeah, stay in the zone.
Just no reason to really go out of your realm.
You just watched what Taravella did, right? He was very calm, very collected, stayed in the zone, and just went out there and shut them down for 6 straight innings. Look, everybody's got their own style of doing things, and Levi's is different than others.
Ooh, Bauer. Everyone in the chat do a couple Hail Marys for our boy TB. So Dragon Lady's got a little honeydew list.
Oh,
she got the iPad out. That's deadly for the wife. You know?
That could be a long list.
Yeah, that could be a day, a lost day for TB there. Yeah. When it hits the iPad, that's permanent.
Merciel going to lead off here on the top of the 3rd for the Owls, leading 1-0. Owls doing a really good job this year of winning a lot of lower scoring games. It's kind of been their MO behind the pitching prowess of Mayo, Dalby, and Stein, but no Mayo anymore on the team as they moved him over to the Warbirds, and no Dalby and Stein tonight. So we'll see if they can muster a low scoring one without those guys.
Yeah, this is the kind of ball game the Night Owls like to win, these 1-0 games. But yeah, like you said, doing it without the 3 names mentioned, it would be quite a feat.
We got a new poll up here. Will PLW get to 20,000 followers on Twitch this week? Right now we're at 19.2 or so.
Yeah, I thought we needed another 800. Yeah, that's
we
what I
got
saw.
yes for sure. It's going to be close. Maybe. I'm going to vote for it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's close.
But guys, if for some reason you're not following and you want to make sure you get those notifications when we do go live every night here, please hit that follow button. It's much appreciated as always. And of course, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can hit that subscribe button at the bottom for free. And if you're not, we appreciate any other subscriptions as well. Get rid of those pesky ads. Get a boost in those WIFFLE points. Be able to buy some more merch nice and quick. Thank you for the support from everybody.
I like it. Hard hit ball from Dakota Pinkovic, but it's going to be a double play opportunity as Wakefield gets in front of it, gets the force at second. Corral pulls the throw. First out recorded here in the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, good to see the new guy get the ball in play, hit it hard to short, ends up on first as a result of a fielder's choice. Did a good job of running out of the box there. Those baseball instincts. I think we're gonna hear more from Dakota in the next few weeks.
Yeah, good to see him in the starting lineup here. Going to get him at bats early. Here's top of the order, Nick Davella, looking to get his night going. He's had a couple hard hit balls, but can't find any green grass just yet. 2-1.
Yeah, we had a custom
Hit
we had a
center.
Warbirds jersey in the shop. It was a signed Warbirds jersey from season 1 or 2, I believe, and it was purchased this week.
Who signed it?
I believe everybody. Didn't you sign it?
I don't think I was with the Warbirds on season 1.
What? Oh. Yeah, I thought it was just all the current
All
team
the
was
current
signed.
team signed it?
Oh, you didn't sign it?
Maybe I signed it. I can't remember. How long has that been in the
You
store?
signed so many items that it's tough for you to remember.
How long has that thing been in the store for?
A couple weeks.
A couple weeks, maybe. Maybe I did sign it. I can't remember.
Well, you did hit your head and had a concussion.
That's
so
right.
you might have some memory loss issues.
I think I'm having some. I'm having some late effects.
It's pronounced.
today.
Forget it. It's pronounced Sabrina, I believe.
Yeah, right. My wife. Yeah, I forget my wife's name.
And Barry Hutter takes a walk there, and that's going to walk out Osgood from this one.
And Waz is back to
Let's
back.
see where the Legends go here. Oh my God!
Walked Merciel. I was just about to say something.
I didn't even notice. We are going to see JT Church here coming in. I said earlier he was like the 4th or 5th pitching option, but as we see here, he's going to be the 3rd pitching option. I think Trench Picone is going to get the start likely in Game 3.
Right. Buckets rolling around.
We haven't seen Jason Stevenson yet tonight. So J-Rock maybe.
J-Rock's he's evolved in a closer role, I think, for these guys.
Yeah, you know what? He does have a closer type of stuff. I mean, he's really more of a strikeout guy than Church. Church is more like your stereotypical middle relief kind of guy. Definitely can work some innings and get some outs for these legends. So I think this makes a lot of sense to go to Church here as opposed to go to Stevenson. Legends are going to hope Church can get a ground ball here or a strikeout and get them out of this inning and see if they can go tie the game in the bottom of the 3rd.
Here's a Giordano in a threatening spot here. 2 outs, 2 on, and now 2 strikes on Giordano. Big spot. JT has come in spots like this before, looking to improve that strand rate.
JT, a pretty good pitcher in his own right.
I agree.
Got the ability to throw pretty hard. Can throw into the high 60s, low 70s.
And ground ball. Picone, easy play, force at 3rd. Church does his job and rolls it into the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Couple base runners, couple walks from Osgood, but no runs. 1-0 Night Owls. How long are they going to hold these legends off for?
Yeah, it's not exactly an easy task in order to keep these legends at bay. They're known to put up a handful of runs in a hurry. But we'll see what Levi's got here. If he can continue to stay grounded and within himself and do what he is capable of doing, we can easily see another dominant pitching performance tonight. And
getting treated to a good one from Levi Lawrence here, who, I described him as enigmatic, which means, people love Levi, people maybe don't like, he's kind of got one of those things that draw people in, and people want to watch him, know. So it's always big news when he, and the chat always kind of flies up when he's in action. So good to have that going for us tonight, and let's see if he can get through 3. We said we're going to sweat every pitch, Kyle, so we've sweated 6 outs.
Yeah, 6 up, 6 down so far for Levi. Going to have to face the top of the order here with Derek Corral to start the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 Owls here in Game 2.
Yeah, 390 viewers. Appreciate everyone sticking with us here. It's been a interesting week of PLW action, starting on a Tuesday, kind of that second half kind of got off to a weird start there.
Yeah, for sure. This year we're accustomed to every day during the week we get a
night off.
PLW. We got a night off this year. Yeah. Last year what did we play last year? Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays. Last year we played Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Yeah, those 7-hour broadcasts, man. Sometimes I do both series up here. Those were tough.
You were then.
Those were tough. Don't miss those. High fly in the gap. That's over the head of Dakota, and that's gone.
Yeah, that was off the top of the wall under the scoreboard and over. And Jason Stevenson continues his powerful start, first half of his season here for the Legends.
It's the J-Rock Pimp Limp rounding 3rd there. He ties this ball game at 1, a home run, and the end of our perfecto for Levi, unfortunately.
Yep, there goes the perfecto, there goes the no-hitter, there goes the shutout, as FP Santangelo would say.
Good call. Forgot about FP.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite broadcast teams. I would say Nationals and Mets are my top 2. Really enjoy
Keith Hernandez, huh? You're a big Keith fan.
Not so much Keith. I like the other 2 guys a lot. And I just enjoy that Booth combination. I mean, I like the Red Sox guys too, but I enjoy
Red Sox.
Phillies
have a pretty good broadcast team.
Not bad. Yep. I can listen to all the National League East guys.
Agreed.
But yeah, I always
Blue Jays. I can't remember.
When I would have a few shekels on a game, I would subscribe to like MLB.TV. I would always listen to the broadcast of the team I want.
Free subscription with T-Mobile Tuesdays app.
I heard that.
Can get that. Get that app going. Although we're blacked out with 6 teams here in Las Vegas.
That's ridiculous.
Another very sore subject for Jim Dodos.
Well, the Dodgers one is crazy because it's Spectrum. Dodgers. You can't get Spectrum. You can't get it in the city, but they're somehow close enough where you can't watch it. It's
obviously the hugest team here in Las Vegas, too.
Line
drive. Oh, my. That's off the left hand of Barry Hutter. Popped into the air. Tip drill. Out here. Football to wiffle ball. And it's going to be picked off by Cody Giordano for the out.
What a play here. Sansone absolutely ropes one to second base. Barry Hutter just sticks his left hand out to try to get a hand on it, and it pops up in the air over towards Giordano at first, and he secures the ball in foul territory for the out.
Oh, and more negative BABIP there for Nick Sansone.
Yeah, expected batting average of quite a big number there, and somehow he doesn't come away with a hit.
And a little slow one there from Garcia. Misses it. 0-2. Let's see if he speeds it up on this next one.
K. Cribbs asking how many perfect games have there been thrown this year. That's the second one this year, which is only the third perfect game in PLW history. We had one in Season 1 by Jason Walker, 0 in Season 2 and Season 3. And now with 6-inning games, but 6 fielders, we have 2 this year. First by Billy Santuan of the Vaders, and 1 tonight by Casey Taravella of the Legends.
And pendulum windup there from Lawrence that goes 56 on the bar, 2-2.
David Harley pointing out that the TikTokers missed that play as it just cut off the screen. Yeah, fantastic play here on
you can't
Twitch.
even see the bases on TikTok. And that's high, into right. Dakota giving it chase, but no chance. Way out of here into the Garden of Serenity. Alex Garcia, his second homer of the night, and it's going to put the Legends in the lead 2-1.
Such a smooth swing by Alex Garcia. Deposits that moonshot ball. That was way out of here. It looks like it was kind of maybe had a chance to just barely get out, but by the time that ball landed, that was a good 25 feet over the wall out there.
Yeah, he's going with that slow curveball there, and Garcia really wasn't fooled by it the first time, and the second time he doesn't miss it.
Yeah, and that's Garcia's just got too good of an eye there, where you give him enough time to sit back on a pitch like that and see it, he's just not going to miss it. Yeah, it's lefty-lefty, and maybe that's tough, but when you give that slow, high breaking ball, those lefties are going to jump all over it and slam it.
And here comes Billy Osgood, already a home run on his tally for the night. Pendulum windup again. I think that's what I'm going to go with on that little thing, like a clock, I guess.
Yeah, it looks
I don't
like
really
it.
know what it's for or what it does, but gets a foul ball there.
Yeah, he's just trying to mix up the timing of the hitters and keep the guys off balance, which it can be effective of doing that in time, but as I said, sometimes it messes himself up. Tannick's calling Levi hitting a home run himself this game.
Hey, look good in BP. I'm pretty surprised. 55. Got Osgood looking.
Despite giving up 2 solo shots and losing the lead, looks unfazed.
Yeah, it looks like he's feeling pretty good, which is actually a good thing.
Look, the Night Owls are down 1 after 3, and I think if you asked, said manager Nick DeVella, hey, look, you're going to be down by 1 after 3, and Levi's, going to have started, and you're going to have walked out Billy Osgood, he'd be like, okay, I'll take it.
And we're going to make a call to TikTok here. And, you guys are viewing on TikTok, got that kind of one camera angle. You see Trench Picone over there. He's a little blurry. You can't see the bases. You can't see that URL there. Twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. That's where you need it to be to join our prestigious community over here. We have a ton of regulars, a ton of new people here over in our Twitch community. So many camera angles, a great stream team. Trevor Bauer from the Bombers up in the sky cam, getting it done, showing you those great plays that you're missing. That beautiful tip drill you saw. He made the play out of your screen. Can't have that. And get on over to Twitch. That's the place to be and get involved with our community. As every time we do this, you see comments start coming up. Twitch is so much better. When you come on over, give us a shout in the chat and say, hey, I came from TikTok. And then we'll just tell you how much better it is over here. And that's a line drive to center field. Right to Casey Taravella. First pitch, first out. And JT Church staying out there, Kyle.
Yeah. He's definitely going to be the guy who they look to eat up some innings.
Kyle,
here.
hang on. Pride of Detroit has come in with a raid.
Oh, all right.
37-party raid. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Pride
Welcome
of
to
Detroit.
Premier League Wiffle. That's a fly ball. Sean Merciel, deep center. But no, Billy Osgood is there next to the pink box sign. And appreciate you guys joining us, you Raiders. This is Premier League Wiffle, a medium pitch wiffle ball league. And we have a great community you just joined. JT Church on the mound with Dakota Pinkovich at the plate with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, Merciel just missed that ball, as
piece.
that ball did carry all the way to what would be the warning track. Billy Osgood made the catch just in front of the wall out there. Another good swing by Merciel.
And there's Zoltan, TikTok, so much better. Yeah, obviously, definitely. Good call, Zoltan. A guy that's got his head on straight.
How's Zoltan?
Zoltan, yes. As chat, please, why was Monday called? Well, we had a dust storm.
Yeah, extreme winds, 50 to 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
We had
winds
clear
out
skies,
here.
and I couldn't see the sun.
Yeah, the visibility was almost 0 in the city. It was,
There's the
there
video.
you go.
Yeah,
I mean,
there it
look
is.
at that.
Look at...
Imagine throwing basically weightless plastic ball in that, and being able to try to catch a fly ball. Pitchers had no chance to throw strikes. Crazy weather.
Great work from our graphics crew down there. Jesse Capps and Tom Gannon below us on cue there with that video. And we got a walk there. Dakota takes a walk, sprayed by Petrovsky. Just can't get to that first base bag. That's going to twist foul up the first baseline. Dakota Pinkovich with his first PLW walk. And that's key out here. 0-2 here to Petrovsky. Ground ball, 5-6 hole. Past the diving Trench, diving to his left. In between is Wickfield and Picone. And first and second, 2 outs. And the Night Owls trying to get a 2-out rally going here.
Yeah, manager Nick DeVella going to come up with a chance to tie this ball game with a single. Good job by A.J. Petrovsky getting a hard hit ball. Trench Picone did all he could. Diving effort here, trying to get a hand on it, but wasn't quite able to. DeVella gets under that, and Church does a good job fielding his position for the 3rd out.
Yeah, backspins one there from DeVella, and Church is glad to see it. End of 3.5.
Do you ever, when you say hypothetically, if you come up in that situation and you know it's a really big pressure spot, do you ever change your approach when it comes to being a hitter? Because I always felt like you want to let the pitcher feel the pressure of the moment in certain spots in games.
Sure.
Where, okay, so imagine even if it was bases loaded, right? And it's like a guy just walks a guy and it's bases loaded. You really want to have the pitcher kind of feel the pressure of that situation. And jumping on the first pitch there, maybe it was a strike, maybe it wasn't. But putting the ball in play first pitch can kind of risk taking that pressure off him immediately.
I think that's an easy place to be kind of results-oriented, you know. I mean, for me, runners at second base, I'm trying to be aggressive and drive somebody in. I don't want to take a pitch into the pan in that spot at all. Obviously, with the speed, you can kind of say, oh, we're going to gas Dodos up on those pitches. But, yeah, I'm looking to be aggressive in those counts. Now, if it's a pitch, if I chase a pitch that maybe is out of my zone or a pitcher's pitch, yeah. It all depends on the location of the pitch.
Sure.
But with someone on second base, there's a target, there's a zone I'm looking to handle. And if I get the pitch to do so, then so be it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so it's kind of more approach-oriented,
and I do
right?
think it's probably batter-dependent as well, right? You know, so if that's Randy Dalby up there, and no slight on Nick DeVella, but, you know, Randy's clearly one of the best hitters in the league.
Sure.
You want to have your best hitters being aggressive, but, you know, maybe in these situations where, you know, you really want to try to make the pitcher feel the moment and kind of come to you.
Yeah, it depends if you're hitting 150 or
Sure.
350. You know, that's also comes into play, you know, how good of a hitter it is, what part of the order, and et cetera. But, yeah, I like to, and that's grounded by Picone. He's not going to like that. But rolls up the forearms of Giordano. He's going to rush it. And that's over into the parking lot.
Yeah.
And almost hits Chad.
Yeah, tried to take out umpire Chad Phillips right there. And, you know, not really, we're all kind of a fan of that attempt. It was fun to see that. But
yeah, that's a great question there. And something that gets talked around in baseball circles as well. How aggressive do you want to be? But I can live with something in my zone. And I have video to go back and watch it now to confirm that stuff.
Yeah, I've just seen these situations where it's like, okay, guy walks the bases loaded, and then the next pitch, the guy jumps on the first pitch and hits a ground ball to shortstop.
Sure,
it's like, it's a one-run game. The guy just walked the bases loaded. Like, let this guy really feel this moment and, you know, feel this pressure. I think it gives you an advantage as a hitter because he's the one with
it depends.
With his back against the wall, you know.
Yeah, there's what type of player you are, how well you're hitting, you know, and in basketball, do you like teams to just go and take a breakaway three-pointer, you know? I mean, it's very similar, right? A lot of hitters think the first pitch is the best one they'll see, and they want to strike at it, and, you know, when you get it right, it's good, and when you don't, it looks bad, you know? So it's one of those things that it's very results-oriented. As J-Rock's down. J-Rock's down. Always got to look after J-Rock. If he goes down, he probably is, you know, up in the top 5 as far as guys that end up on the ground.
Yes, I probably agree. Mostly just, I think it's, at this point in his life, his body is just, he's been such a monster of a man. He's such a monster of a man that his knees are kind of giving out on him a little bit at times.
Surgeries as well, talking to him as Levi really gets in there. And I know the Legends pretty well. They're not really that kind of team. They don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the Legends don't dish it, you know. And,
kind of right, yeah.
They kind of go about their business very quietly. And, you know, to dish it back to them, I know they're going to take that personally.
It's kind of like just out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's just kind of out of nowhere.
Like,
the
really?
Legends
Jason
really,
Stevenson, that's the guy you want
it's the guy you want to light
really?
up, you know. Yeah, I know. Because if there's any guy in the league I don't want to light up, it's probably J-Rock.
Right.
Because I know he'll probably, let's just say it, beat the living hell out of me.
He's a big man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no team has won the championship more than once, says Adam Tanek. That's very true. Snapper.
High flies. This Sansone's first of the season. Absolutely right after the antics. And yeah, the legends just take that stuff and it's a motivator for them. They don't play ball like that.
Wrong team you want to fire up.
Yeah.
Nick Sansone rips a 2-run bomb
And that's the kind
deep
of
to right.
That's the kind of stuff that gets him on team to team, and then the result, first pitch after, and good for Nick Sansone. First of the season for Sansone. We've been waiting for it.
Yeah, we just saw him throw the monkey off his back that was on there. Right there, he just throws that monkey off his back with the first bomb of the year, and we knew it was only a matter of time. Nick Sansone, too pure of a hitter, coming off hip surgery last season. Really not really surprising to see him hit a ball like that. Owner of possibly the longest home run in to right field, maybe, in PLW history.
That was off me. Easy.
Oh, was that was off you? I just known of,
and
of
I
the
take
legend
one right
that is
in the
that.
head.
Off the top bar into the forehead there?
Yeah, and you get hit in the head once, they keep coming.
My goodness, you got to take it easy. You might need a helmet up here.
There's Levi. Certain guys like Ryan Roosh does it. He kind of needles a little bit, but it's a little more playful, and I feel like
Roosh is
it
definitely
received
more of
much
the
better by
playful
the
side.
opposition. When Levi does it, it's just never received well by the opposition. It always comes as aggressive, and you get a little defensive and want to punch back, So it's a different style, and Sansone makes him pay there. 4-1, and more importantly for our viewers, they're covering up. A big cover-up bomb there from Sansone.
Yep, all those Legends backers that laid the 2.5. They're very happy to see the Legends jump out to a 4-1 lead here after being down 1-0. Levi Lawrence had a perfect game through 2. To follow up JC Terrafello's perfect game, but it's been all Legends since then. Home runs by Stevenson, by Garcia, and now by Sansone. 4-1 Legends.
Look at All Around Gaming, which is, by the way, a great screen name. All Around Gaming.
That is a great screen name.
But came from TikTok. Did it right. You hear that, guys? All Around Gaming, former TikTok guy. Boom, on Twitch, found a home. Subbed up. He's got the right playbook.
Yeah, I don't think there's too many that do the other way around.
I know some of our
Hang out
Twitch
on
guys
Twitch and
moderate
then-
on TikTok.
That's right.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
appreciate that very much. Thank
it's
you very
good
much.
stuff. It's good stuff.
Levi doing the double pump here. This is low. It's
Maybe
2-2 now.
fix the camera. The camera's blurry. It's not bad, guys. Let me try to do what I can on TikTok, but get on over to Twitch. I'm telling you, easy call. Swing and a miss from Osgood. The damage is done. 4-1 Legends covering up the -2.5. Nick Sansone, first of the season. We've been calling for it. We've been asking for it. Hey, is it the hip or is his power numbers? Bam! It looks like the power is here and here to stay.
Yeah, the power is I don't think ever really left. It just he's been one of those guys that have really been a little bit by that bug of hard hit balls at people, and probably should have had a lot more production than he's had so far. And
Sure.
you hit with a swing like that, though, we couldn't keep a man down for long, and he showed why he's a dangerous threat in this league. And it just shows the depth of the Legends lineup to be able to keep a bat like that out of the lineup game 1 and have no problem winning 7-0. I mean, Nick Sansone would be a top 3 hitter on basically every other team in the league, and this Legends lineup is a force, without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 through 6. And it's JT Church out there again. If you're laying the 2.5, I think you'd love to see Jason Stevenson call the pen here. But it will be JT Church, and it's going to be Barry Hutter to lead off in a game with some legitimate spread drama here at the Hideaway. Top 5 action.
Yeah, I think Brad Ogden is definitely a guy who's a believer in give me a reason to take you out of the game.
Right.
Whereas, like, look, you're up there dealing. You're my guy.
He believes in his guys.
Yes,
I mean, he keeps the
100%.
same guys. It's the same guys every week. They all show up and they all give it. And so Ogden returns the favor with these guys.
Sure
he
does.
really invests in his team. You
Yeah.
know? And it's a swing and a miss from Hunter. That's the first out of the 5th inning.
It's a really nice thing to have as a player when you know your manager feels that way about you and the rest of your guys, where you know if you're going to perform, your manager's fully backing you and fully backing the decision to have his faith in you. It's a good feeling to have as a player.
Yeah, I agree. And Ogden's got he he told me that he's done trading for the rest of the season, doesn't want to talk about it. These are my guys I'm going with. This is what I don't want to hear about it. And I said, I love you and I hate you.
I believe that. Sure. I mean, I know you're a big Alex Garcia guy, but
I am a big Alex Garcia guy trying to get left-handed bats in the lineup.
You've spoken about wanting an all-lefty team?
Yes. Those are dreams I have of PLW lineups, is 6 lefties all in the same lineup. I think that would tear
6
it up.
lefties that all throw righty?
Yes. Well, it's not a stipulation, but I would like to have a few that throw righty. And swing and a miss, JT Church. Church doing God's work out here, to say. Church building the steeple here at the Hideaway. 2 strikeouts, getting it done.
Do you have any more?
This is not a temple.
Religion-related.
It's a church. Yeah.
Little, what do you call
I'm
those?
out.
Analogies?
Yes, I'm out. Innuendos.
Metaphors?
Yeah. 1-1. Levi going to try to get something back here. Adam did call for a home run out of Levi tonight.
Yeah, I think he called this game as well.
Adam had 65,000 on the Legends to cover it. So, and that's shaved to the third base side. Big swing from Levi. Good cut.
Levi's definitely an elite hitter. I mean, he's a guy who has been around the league a long time and is way up there in a lot of offensive categories.
Agreed. No, he's got a legit left-handed bat, no doubt. And swing and a miss, though. Ties him up and in. And Church dishes it back a little bit. Look at that. Look at this. The Legends showing a little bit back, and Levi's walking out to the mound. Is he still going to be in? Let's see. We are through 4.5 here. Legends still covering it up. 4-1. Have a chance to add on. Levi Lawrence is gathering wiffle balls and actually is doing a pretty good service to his team, eating up innings. If he can be the only pitcher to pitch in this game for the Night Owls, that would be a serviceable move by Levi.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely needed a guy who is going to give them as many quality innings as possible. And it was pretty much between Jason Walker, who started game 1, and Levi Lawrence, who's here pitching game 2. Game 1 definitely got a little away from them. A couple extra outs cost them some runs. And really, Levi's pitched a good game overall. Only a couple of mistake pitches, and the Legends don't really miss those. And, he finds himself down here 4-1. He's done his best he can to try to keep his squad in the game. And he's done, good job eating up innings here for the Night Owls.
Yeah, he is. He is. Of all the, it's fun to bicker and comment, but, 5 runs, 4 innings. That's very serviceable. He's off the mound there. Diane cannot make the play. And they're going to blame Chad for the drop ball there. That's a little ridiculous.
I do think it is a little ridiculous, but he did scream foul as soon as this hit his hand.
Interesting time to yell foul, for sure. Actually, it's still live if it touches his hand, technically.
Yeah, right. So he has the chance to make the play even after touching it. So maybe if he is startled by the foul yell, which maybe was a little loud,
Ground
for
ball.
sure.
Marcial will take care of that with ease.
Yeah, Taravella, I believe, was pinch hitting.
That's who's missing.
Trench.
Yes, that Trench has been hitting. Good to get Trench some at bats.
And now we're going to have Ethan Wigfield added to the bottom of the lineup here. So we had Taravella pinch hitting for Trench, who grounded out there with Sean Marcial at short. And now we're going to have Ethan Wigfield's first at bat of the night, facing Levi Lawrence here with 1 out in the 5th. Ethan, a really good low ball hitter. I've faced him a good amount in just BP Winter Wiffle, and he's a really, really good low ball hitter.
Whoa.
Not a bad high ball hitter, but much better low ball hitter.
Man, is GK doing the polls tonight?
Yeah, best baseball movie. Is this best or favorite? So best baseball movie for Love of the Game, Field of Dreams, 8 Men Out, Moneyball, The Natural.
Missing a few here.
Yeah, I mean, I would... Look, my favorite...
For Love of the Game is a great movie.
Is Field of Dreams. My favorite baseball movie is Field of Dreams.
Gotta have Bull Durham up there, man.
Yeah, I saw Bull Durham for the first time in my life a handful of years ago.
Sandlot's
and
up
I don't
there.
think it really holds up as much as other.
It's critically acclaimed, man. I mean, it can't just be yours, call.
No, for sure.
That's a critically acclaimed movie there. What about, there's one, Major League's also a
Major
classic.
League is for sure a
That's
classic.
a classic.
We had Chris Coleman there getting an at-bat at the bottom of the lineup, facing a really funky windup from Levi. I'm surprised. I kind of have this, not that it's a theory, but my philosophy is anytime somebody does anything drastically different in their pitching windup, I'm typically just not swinging at that pitch. I have a hard time seeing believing that pitchers can replicate their typical
Exactly.
accuracy and effectiveness
you want to repeat
when they
mechanics.
do
That's
when
the
they do
ideal.
something completely different and they're trying something new. Like, I'm going to make somebody prove to me that they can be just as effective with something completely different. So when Levi's doing some crazy thing on them, I'm taking that pitch and forcing him to throw that for a strike.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, and when he does throw it for a strike, it's often that Alex Garcia cookie that gets deposited. Yeah, I think Levi can really focus on just cleaning up his mechanics and just going straight forward.
I agree.
Just be straight,
It's something
put on your straightforward deal hat.
It's something that we really haven't seen out of him, and I would kind of like to see it.
Yeah,
I'm curious what he looks
I think
like.
if he's just a straightforward ball player, I think he'd be improve a lot. He'd be a really good player.
I do agree.
And good call on whoever said Rookie of the Year. Sleeper.
GK gave us a little insider information. There will be multiple rounds in this
Multiple
poll.
rounds. Very nice.
So maybe we're going to have Field of Dreams and Moneyball.
He was holding back.
moving.
He was holding back.
Yes, okay. So we're going to have Field of Dreams and Moneyball maybe moving on here. Maybe Natural not getting a lot of love. I think Natural is a big love. GK has a big love of the Natural as he's swung a bat.
Natural's good.
Named the Wonder Boy in
Natural's good.
Savoy Special.
Definitely not going to say that's a bad movie at all.
Robert Redford,
I'm
classic.
going to get on you for Pearl Durham, though, dude. Oh, man.
Yeah.
He just didn't play. I mean, if you played minor league ball, that's a classic. It's a classic. It's a good one. Very truly telt movie there. Women like that do exist in the baseball world, I will say.
Susan Sarandon.
Yes, Susan Sarandon played a very good role in it.
All right. I'm going to give you a little...
Midwest baseball is interesting. Midwest baseball is an interesting place.
I'm going to give you a little trivia question, and I'm going to start a sentence, and I want you to finish it for me. If you build it...
They will come.
You say it one more time.
They will come.
If you build it, they will come.
Yes.
That's what you said.
Well, that's probably from Wayne's World 2.
That is incorrect. That is not what the line is. It is, if you build it, he will come.
He will come.
Yeah, it's one of those misconceptions. I forget the term for it.
Because Wayne's World messed it up.
If you build
Wayne's
it,
World
he
2.
will come. Because it's talking about his dad there. Yeah. If you build it,
Yes.
he will come.
Excuse
is the
my
line.
misuse of a...
Purple Viking won Summer Catch. Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr. What a...
Jessica Biel, right?
And now it's going to be J-Rock getting the safe situation here.
As expected, honestly, it was. He gave JT a chance to finish this game and one base runner, and he goes right to his
nice
closer,
bridge
Jason
work
Stevenson.
there from JT.
Absolutely.
JT
And
Church going to get the hold for this one.
yeah, absolutely. We nailed it early on in the game that JT was there to eat up innings and be the middle relief guy, and he did his job. And now Stevenson's going to get the ball with a chance to save this game for the Legends and have them take the first two here for the for the Legends against the Night Owls. The Mandela effect. That's exactly the term. Thank you, Pride of Detroit. The Mandela effect is this thing where you hear the same phrase, and at some point over time, it's slightly been misconstrued and said differently. Yes, if you build it, everybody thinks it's if you build it, they will come, but it's if you build it, he will come. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of examples. And
nice work, Kyle. Way to dive into that.
yeah,
Appreciate that. Some solid knowledge there.
Mr. Baseball.
Mr. Baseball, Tom.
Yeah, this is a great line in Mr. Baseball where
Good stuff.
just before he's getting sent to Japan, he goes, "But I lead the team in ninth inning doubles in the month of August," and it's like the most obscure stat. So, when you really dig deep for stats,
Ooh, 61. All right.
Was that Thomas Jane and Barry Pepper?
Yeah, nice. I'm not sure who the actors I have seen.
Thomas Jane playing Mickey Mantle, Barry Pepper playing Roger Maris. 42 with Chadwick Boseman as Jackie Robinson. That's a good movie as well, for sure, about Jackie Robinson.
Ooh, round 2, Major League. Killing it. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, Major League, Bad News Bears.
And hang on.
61, that was a good movie.
There is some...
Billy Crystal made that movie, 61.
Yes, there is some... Mr. 3000, Bernie Mac.
Bernie
That's so
Mac.
good.
As AJ Petrovsky spins a foul ball there.
I forgot about that one.
And we have first and
Yeah,
second.
back to the game here. It's first and second. There's crazy spread.
Yeah, let's
drama.
go. Tying run to the plate.
Nobody out. Yeah, hang on. Glenn Meadow. Oh, no!
And that's an opposite field double by Petrovsky. And it's 4-3 just like that.
Cover.
Not just the cover, but the Night Owls are a base hit away from tying this game.
Yes, they are. Oh, AJ Petrovsky, maybe his biggest hit of the season.
Yeah, nice little opposite field jam shot by Petrovsky, keeping his hands in there.
Oh, and Stevenson has come in and definitely blown the cover. Is he going to blow this game?
That's a tough look. Those
Nobody out.
I really can't get on the pitcher for giving up hits like that because that feels like an accident.
Complete jam job.
Yeah, complete jam shot. A guy's making a late swing, but he somehow gets enough bat on it in order to shoot it the other way. Nice work by Petrovsky, showing his quick hands.
65,000 WIFFLE points down the toilet. Welcome back, Adam Tanek.
Look, you never know. Tie game, walk-off home run. Look.
And line drive. Oh, Taravella's there. DeVella puts a pretty good bat on that. 4-3 now. Some late inning drama.
Yeah, DeVella has to feel like he really should have tied the game there with that swing. He hit that line drive right at Taravella in left field.
Stevenson, 0-2 now. 1 away.
Bruce said Fever Pitch. Fever Pitch is also one of my favorite baseball movies, but it's not
a typical Boston guy.
Great movie, so to speak.
Sweet Caroline.
It's enjoyable. Good little rom-com.
1-2, 1 out. See if Hutter can get it done. Inside. Stevenson trying that step towards third base. Motion there. 2-2, top 6.
Nice at bat here by Barry Hutter. Good to see him working deep in the account here and going to get a pitch he's looking for against Jason Stevenson.
And yes, he did go. Hutter is going to get rung up by first base umpire Matt Petricus. And Hutter knew it. 2 outs and a tough hitter at the plate. These are the kind of hits the Night Owls need. This is going to, winning one game tonight, I'm sure is just fine with Nick DeVella with the crew he has out here. Screwball, it's 57, a little too quick.
Yeah, screwball is definitely J-Rock's go-to pitch, both when he needs a strike and when he needs a strike out. Barry Hutter saw that screwball and just couldn't quite hold up as it did miss the zone. Giordano here, get ahead 2-1. Looking for a big hit fairly early on in his Night Owls career. And tie the game here with a base hit. And it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, Stevenson does have a walk already. He's just come in and been a little bit erratic here. Wouldn't be the worst walk in the world. Plenty of bullpen help for the Legends. Screwball, and that's through, and it's tie ball game. He's done it.
And a beautiful and 2 opposite field hits tie this game in the 6th inning here for the Night Owls. A jam shot double the opposite field that got to the wall by A.J. Petrovsky, and there a 3-1 opposite field single by Cody Giordano. And just like that, it's 4-4 here in the 6th, and Levi Lawrence comes up with a chance to take the lead for the Night Owls with a double.
Absolutely. Man, that screwball really getting it on the hands of these Night Owls hitters, but they're fisting it off. And maybe a defensive change and possibly moving that second baseman a little bit more towards first base, but that's easy to say after the fact. As it's so cold tonight that I think I can see Chad Phillips' breath. Funny, 70 degrees, but I can see his breath.
That's definitely not 70 degrees anymore.
And that's ripped into the right side. It's going to move Giordano to third base. They're going to say it is dirty. And Giordano will stop at second. Trench Picone knows the importance of getting a hand on that ball.
Yeah, Trench, one of the most respected members of this community. And when he says, look, I got a finger on it, he got a finger on it. And it's first and second. They're still going to need a base hit. Regardless, it doesn't change a whole lot. Obviously, if it was first and third,
Merciel finding himself in a great position.
Yeah, he came up earlier in the game for their first RBI of the game. Now let's see if he can deliver one here late in game 2 to break this tie.
1-2 count. Merciel takes down there at 58.
I think that's a good take. Really good take by Merciel. You really want to spit on the lower stuff and look for something up in the zone.
Yeah, GK, good call. GK got us off track there with that baseball movie pull. See how easily the broadcasters are deviated. Rumble. Easy way at 2.
Yeah, Corral doing a great job there of getting his body in front of it. Just let it hit him in the midsection or the upper chest.
Yep.
And knocked it right down in front of him. And flipped it over to second for the 3rd out. But the damage is done. The Night Owls get 3. And we have a new ball game here, 4-4, heading to the bottom of the 6th. The Legends will have a chance to walk it off here in the 2nd inning, and they will be up against the starter still, Levi Lawrence. See if he can hold them here and give the Night Owls a chance in extras. or will the Legends walk this one off? What's your call here, Jim? What do you think?
Man, I know that was a big 3-run inning there by the Night Owls, really showing some character. I want to see just the brutal bad beat happen. I want to see a walk, a base hit, and a 3-run jack is what I'd like to see.
Oh, so you want the cover as well?
I want it all. I want it all.
Well, you and the rest of the Legends backers are going to be rooting for the same thing.
I want to see Glenn Meadows drop 100K WIFFLE points. I want to see blood. I want to see carnage.
I want to see pain.
I want to see pillaging. Yes. That's what I'm looking for here.
What did everybody think of Adam Tanik's return last night? He came out of nowhere, center field, looking like The Undertaker, kind of, a little bit of Stone Cold-esque entrance. Austin is here. Tanik is here. What did everybody think of that last night? Sasai wasn't happy. Sasai gets in my face about it. I showed him, look, he's on the lineup card right here, pal.
I wasn't sure if that was acting, but that was legit.
He was like, how can he be here? He's like, he's not under the line on the lineup card. And I was like, look, pal, you got a copy of this lineup. It's right here.
Oh.
He didn't like that.
Man, he ate a little crow there.
He slapped it right out of my hand. He was lucky he didn't get run.
Yeah, I was thinking Jim Ross the whole time. Stone Cold, by God. Oh, and Levi comes and gets the leadoff guy.
Yeah, big first out getting Corral swinging there. The most dangerous hitter possibly on the Legends in Derek Corral. But he's got another tough task right behind him, and Jason Stevenson, who has a solo shot this game as well.
Yeah, J-Rob looking to atone for that blown lead there.
Levi grips that one a little too tight and spikes that one short of the plate.
Turned into a really, really, really entertaining game. Up the middle, right back at Levi. This might be another double. No! It stopped, rolling around out there still.
Nice job by the rookie Dakota.
Oh, man, he fires it in.
Knowing the rules, knowing how important it is to knock that ball in front of the wall, he lays out here and gets an arm on it to prevent it from hitting the wall.
Yeah, someone coached that guy up.
Yeah, good job there. A lot of new guys, if they don't realize the difference between what's a single and a double and letting that, they might just let that ball hit the wall. But good job by the rookie Dakota there.
Now it's going to be Mr. Sansone takes, I believe that was a strike. Yes, 0-2 count.
Sansone with a 2-run shot earlier in this game.
No doubles defense for the Night Owls.
Well, kind of. They have guys deep in center, but they only have 2 outfielders.
Yeah, it's not an official no doubles defense.
Yeah,
right?
They expect Sansone, I guess, to hit a decent amount of ground balls, and they're looking to turn a double play here.
Sansone can go hard middle, though. Strike 3, 48 into the zone.
And fooled by Levi's breaking ball there.
And, there's the theatrics to follow.
That brings up the smooth swinging Alex Garcia, the third member of the Legends with a home run this game, looking to do the same thing here. Sasai wants me to ring him up next time, toss him. You got it, pal.
It made for good theater. Kind of added to the moment, I guess.
Yeah.
Sasai out there, you had me confused up in the booth, I had no clue.
Yeah, Sasai, owner of the team. Billy Santawan, technically the manager, but Billy was on the hill, and Sasai's backed up his guy. He came over and says, look, I don't want to face this guy. This is baloney. You guys aren't doing it properly coming in center field. That's not
classic.
How it works.
High to right, fading away from Dakota, and he gets a piece of it. Can't make the play. And my carnage situation is set up. The chess pieces are moved. They're in play, ready to strike.
Great job by Dakota there, getting a hand on that ball. If for some reason that gets by him and one hops the wall, this game is over. But instead, the Night Owls have new life. And see if Levi can get him out of it.
And high fly to left. He's done it. It's a 3-run jack for the cover. It's happened. Carnage here at the Hideaway. Glenn Meadows goes down 100,000 WIFFLE points. And there it is.
Unbelievable. We get 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 6th. And Billy Osgood walks it off for a 3-run victory for the Legends. And Legends backers rejoice.
Oh, I love it. TikTokers, you're not betting on WIFFLE points. You got to bet your WIFFLE points on Twitch so you get some excitement like that. Spread drama, game drama. It had it all. Game 2 at the Hideaway is a classic spread game. We have a perfect game, a spread game, and the Legends have 2 wins.
Unbelievable game, really. The Night Owls get on the board early with an RBI single by Merciel, and then a home run by Stevenson, and a home run by Garcia, and a 2-run bomb by Sansone, and it's 4-1. The Night Owls fight all the way back, 4-4. They tie it in the top of the 6th, and Levi comes in, gets the first 2 guys, but then a single, and then a walk, another single, and then a 3-run walk-off. Johnson by Billy Osgood, 7-4 Legends.
Man, I'm going to take a quick breather. 7-4 Legends. We'll be right back. Oh, man, are we having a good time or what here?
Yeah, great
at
two
Highway
games to
Field?
start tonight. We had a perfecto in Game 1, the third ever in PLW history by Casey Taravella of the Legends. And then we just had an awesome game, 4-4 in the top of the going to the bottom of the sixth, and the Legends get two guys on it. Billy Osgood hits their fourth home run of the game, a 3-run walk-off home run to cover that 2.5-run spread.
Yeah, let's get Stanford Steve on the phone at ESPN. Let's get on the Bad Beats segments.
Sure.
Because we are slinging the beats out here at the Hideaway.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Maybe we should submit that to SVP.
That's not a bad idea,
Stanford
actually.
Steve. Maybe they'll give us some love. We'll tell them, look, there was some wiffle points on this game, and the spread was 2.5, and they were covering the whole game, and they blew it, and then boom, right back. But here we are, Game 3, Night Owls, Legends. The Night Owls are going to look to grab Game 3 here, and the Legends are going to look for a sweep, and we have our main man, Trench Picone, taking the hill as expected. Game 3 for the Legends. For the Night Owls, we are likely to see Dave Siefert take the hill. He's the most seasoned veteran here when it comes to innings.
Tough game to put a line on.
Yeah, tough game to put a line on with but Trench has really been quite good. I got to kind of think of the same thing. 2.5 as well makes a lot of sense. Trench very quietly, really far up there in all pitching metrics, basically since the start of last year, and has really, he's was a little bit overshadowed on being on the Sand Vipers behind specifically Tom Gannon, who's a perennial Cy Young candidate.
Sure.
But Trench Picone has really, really been an effective pitcher, and on a lot of staffs in this league would be the number one option. And the fact that he's their number 3 on this Legend staff shows a lot to say about this team.
Absolutely, and he gets his due shot here at the Legends, and what a way to start Game 3. A really entertaining series so far. We get Trench Picone, who everyone loves watching pitch. I love his kind of big stare down. He kind of reminds me of Randy Johnson putting his glove over his face. His eye.
He does that
low hat kind of thing. Tries to intimidate and has some demeanor out there. And kind of Hito, I'm just a degenerate. That's all about. No bias. Yeah. Just a sad degenerate out here in Las Vegas that just loves himself some action. Speaking of action, pouring in back on the Night Owls is Glenn Meadows back at it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna stop at that game. Yeah, we're not done yet.
Looks like we got 134,000 on the Legends and 215,000 on the Night Owls plus 2.5. I expect another good game here.
It's a $200K bet. He's doubled up. Glenn Meadows
chasing.
Glenn told me that he won some crazy 16 out of 19 plays.
He's the as of now he is the GOAT with wiffle points for sure.
And the house came backing there. The beat came and took him down. Glenn Meadows going to throw $200K on the Night Owls as we are approaching $400K in handle here.
He was mad at himself last night. I was over there in the dugout with him as the umpire, and he was when the Sand Vipers exploded early in the first inning in Game 2. He was saying I wanted to see how we did early in the game, and before I put the bet in,
and then they closed
he
up.
missed it. Yeah, he missed it.
Yeah. As we're going to get underway here in game number 3. Night Owls looking to scratch a game out of this 3-game set. Legends taking the first one 7-0, and then dramatically taking that one 7-4. Sean Murciel going to lead off here for the Night Owls. He's swung a pretty good bat tonight.
Yeah, he sure has. He's a guy who he really does just he really has a good swing. His results have not quite shown it this year, but
yeah, I agree.
His expected batting average is considerably. Yes, your former teammate of yours.
Yeah.
His expected batting average is so much higher than it actually is. Just his overall fundamentals are great.
I agree. Yeah. We oh man, the vaporizer coming out early there. I had some action on it.
Yeah, Trench I felt like was a little bit hesitant to give in to the vegan vaporizer term, but I think he's embracing it now.
And that's down. Coleman cannot get to that. That one hung up in the air a while.
It did. It was a little bit in no man's land, but Coleman kind of had a beat on it, so probably should have come away with, he absolutely missed it. Maybe he lost it in the light or something there, but Murciel is going to take it, and he's happy to be on first base as a leadoff hitter.
Evan nailed it. He caught me with my pants down. Definitely had points on the Legends. I'll say it.
Levi Lawrence in the 2-hole here. Looking to hit the ball hard against Trench.
Glenn Meadows, he embodies the Las Vegas spirit, chase your losses, go all in, no points left. Yes, that is the typical Las Vegas
I think
spirit there.
Glenn's saving up for when we, unleash the VIP package.
And that's hit to right. It's gone!
And Tanik calls it. He was a 1 game early. He said Levi will hit a home run, and he nailed it. And there we go. Levi Lawrence, 2-run home run, and the Night Owls are on the board here in the top of the first. It's 2-0 Night Owls.
Yeah. Good start to this game at 3. The underdog jumping out in front. Always the secret sauce to a good game is the underdog taking an early lead, and Trench is touched up early.
Yeah, we'll see if Trench can shake that one off, settle in, and get back to business here. Legends are going to get there. They're going to get theirs. Legends are a very, very difficult team to keep down, shut out, so to speak. I mean, we know what we expect 3, 4, 5 out of the Legends here. So
I still don't even know who's pitching for the Night Owls.
Yeah, nor do I. I would assume it's Dave Siefert. I think we've probably got it
there's going to be
nailed.
runs on the board this game for the Legends.
I don't know. Yes, they'll have their opportunities for sure.
Are they going to close the bets is the question. I don't know. The Legends, they're capable of
Look, I was
getting plus 4.5 now.
We might have
with a price as well.
Yeah, I would not. We might have a new record here. I mean, we have
this is
595,000 wiffle ball points on this game.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to get involved? After that was just so fun.
A jersey's only 50,000. What are people saving up for?
I know.
And Barry's going to walk there, and the first 3 guys reach for the Night Owls. And, we talked about manager Brad Ogden having faith in his guys, but I wonder how long the leash here for Trench is.
Yeah, Trench's last start also it was touched up a bit. He was part of that crazy Game 3, started that Game 3 against the Ones that the Legends eventually did win.
Yes, that was a wild one.
What a wild game that was, right? And
9-inning game,
was, I think they were down early in that game, and then ended up taking the lead and gave up the lead and ended up winning in 9 innings. And, this is kind of the second start in a row we've seen Trench be a little shaky out there. So here's DeVella looking to add on here. Nobody out, 1-2 count. And that's missing. That vaporizer isn't quite getting over the plate. And when it is, it's getting kind of dealt with.
Yeah, at times maybe relying on it. If people start to realize that it really is his go-to pitch and they're sitting back and waiting for it, it becomes less effective for sure. It's really effective when it's catching somebody off balance.
And then he throws a good one at 56, and this has the kind of the makings of a and there's a little body language there from Trench. He's getting a little frustrated.
He does a good job on his exterior, not showing it, but you see small stuff like that.
Everyone has a pretty good
he
point,
picks up the ball a little more aggressively than maybe he wants to.
The ball don't lie chant from DeVella.
Looks like we
BDL crowd's out early.
Yeah, it looks like the bets are closed, and we have 595,000
that's
total
a big
points.
Number. That's a big number.
As Trench Picone does walk out, he's not happy about it. Look, there's something to be said about
interesting
not getting an inning pitched until the start of the 3rd game. I mean, it's a little bit. You got to feel a little tight, right? I know he's had some reps at 3rd. But it's not exactly like he was down in the bullpen throwing a session to try to get loose.
Sure.
Had he not played defense and he was able to go down there and maybe get some pitches in and get warmed up, maybe he comes out a little better. But it's kind of a tough task to be at third base for 12 innings and then just come right in and perform at a high level.
Kirby Bucket.
As we see Kirby Bucket.
Kirby Bucket's over on the first base dugout getting some. He's like, I need to be refilled.
He went on a little bit of an adventure there.
Yeah, that was pretty good stuff.
He's hanging out there with...
Well controlled by Mr. Battistoni.
Yeah, with Gio Battistoni, our third base umpire
tonight.
Yeah,
look at this. Off-roading, baby.
Woo!
Look at those all-terrain tires.
And look at the suspension handling that landing without a problem.
Impressive. Here's Petrovsky. First and second, nobody out. JT Churchin now to try to get Trench out of a little bit of a jam. He's already conceded 2 in this first inning. No outs. 4 batters and out of there for Trench. And that's line drive. That's on the ground. And it's bobbled by Wigfield. A miscue. That was an easy 3rd to 2nd double play.
It sure was. That was basically a tailor-made double play ball there. The Legends really thought they should have got 2. And I'm sure Ethan feels it. And, you got to be a little frustrated out there after only coming away with one out.
Yeah, only gets one. The runner does move to third base. Sac fly situation's in, and Giordano's at the plate. Swing and a miss. Good rising kind of pitch there over the top bar. Gets a chase.
Legends do have one of the best arms in the league in the outfield, if not basically the best, in Casey Taravella. So on a fly ball to left field, I would expect Barry Hutter not to be going anywhere. And on a fly ball deep to right center or center field to Billy Osgood, he's more likely to go.
And that's stopped by Picone. Going to go to second. Going to hold. Not going to go for the double play. Already down 2. Good job by Derek Corral. And the Legends bench also, you can hear them loudly telling their defense.
Yeah, good job communicating there by the infield and the bench to make sure that they just get the one out and prevent the attempt at the double play. Because in this league, on that first and third situation, if they attempt a double play and if they don't get it, that run does score from third base.
Swing and a miss there. Church getting ahead in the count 0-2 would be doing a really good job for the Legends to hold him to 2 here. He's kind of been the pour water off the boat kind of guy, and that's going to be fouled by Merciel.
Yeah, did a great job in the middle innings of last game to get the ball to Stevenson to try to close it out, who ended up giving up a couple of runs, but going to look to do the same here for the Legends after Trench Picone walks out in the first.
Yep. Has Merciel now, 1-2.
Taravella with 3 innings available as well.
Yes, you will see him. You will see him in this game for sure.
Preferably, I think they would like to have the back half, 4, 5, 6. And I do see that the Vaders vintage jersey that was signed by Ryan Roosh that was in the store also just got purchased tonight, which is great.
Excellent.
And I'm very glad that people have purchased those because we are going to put more up. We have a bunch of stuff in storage, so to speak, that we can put up and have autographed. And, if guys want some cool throwback stuff or...
I do have a Bombers Dodos jersey, I believe.
Awesome. That'll be something that you'll sign.
Yeah, I think I can do a signed Bombers Dodos jersey.
If a player wants to hang on to their jerseys, of course they can. But, somebody like yourself, if you're happy to put up for auction or put up for sale that signed Dodos Bombers jersey, we will do that.
I think that stuff is pretty cool. Yeah, so congrats to the purchasers of that. Good job winning some WIFFLE points, cashing some tickets. And that's hit into center. Deep, but not deep enough. Casey Taravella ranging to his left to make the play, and JT Church gets Trench out of a little jam, but it's 2-0 Night Owls. Underdog has struck first.
Yeah, damage done by the Night Owls early, which is absolutely what they needed. They needed to come out here and get a couple early. Obviously, I think they wanted more after the 2-run home run by Levi. They get first and second with nobody out, and they walk Trench out. They got to be thinking, we're going to get a crooked number this inning. And Church does a good job coming in and shutting them down and only giving up the 2 runs. So we'll see. We'll see if the 2 runs is going to be enough here, as we do see Dave Siefert to start this game for the Night Owls.
Yeah,
but I expect this one to be, I expect the runs from both sides this game. Pitching staffs are a little taxed at this point, getting into the depths of them somewhat. We saw
the Legends have a clear
scoring
advantage
game
in the bullpen here.
Yeah, for sure. The Legends definitely have an advantage. You would think the Legends are going to be able to put up some runs here, and we'll just have to see whether or not the Night Owls can do the same.
Yeah, Giordano with some innings. I think Barry Hutter can maybe throw a little bit. I'd be interested. I was really pushing Sean Merciel to pitch on the Warbirds, and maybe on the Night Owls he's going to maybe get a few innings, but it takes away from your defense.
I've talked to him about it, and he's really confident in his ability to throw the ball hard and throw certain pitches.
Yeah, he likes to pitch and fast pitch.
But to be honest,
that's how I am as well.
He's self-admitted to have a problem with figuring out his location when it comes to throwing only 55. It's just something that obviously comes with practice.
I do relate to that,
and
no doubt.
The kid has too much natural talent to not be put in that opportunity if and when he's ready for it. I expect him to be a pitcher at some point in his PLW career, no doubt.
Yeah, let's talk about Siefert a little bit. Saw him a little bit in game 1. He was coming it looked like he was fooling the Legends with a pitch that didn't look hot, but he was getting swings and misses off of 60 miles an hour.
Which is great. I mean, he's not doesn't have exactly your typical windup, so he can kind of catch guys off guard with seeing the non-standard motion. Sashi Boba of the Cajuns kind of does a similar thing where it's a little funky and you're just it's different. You may be so accustomed to seeing Walker and Mayo or Trench or Levi's wind up, where when you see a little bit of a pause, funky, maybe quick delivery.
Look at Tim Riley, this sick needle. Like, no, I don't want to sign that. Like, sick, dude. Like, no, I don't really want to sign that, dude.
Tim.
Tim.
I would join in the needle if the Lightning got the best of the
Yeah.
Warbirds last year. But
Yeah,
I have nothing to
we
say.
dominated you guys.
You're not helping.
Oh, Tim.
Oh, boy.
The playoff series where I just single-handedly eliminated your season. Remember that time? Want to sign something there? I mean, come on. Single-handedly
Come on, Tim, you're not helping us here. Sotos is the last guy we want to fire up.
High fly.
Goodbye.
Corral's got his home run tally started. As I take a break from my Riley banter. Derek Corral will chop this deficit in half.
Yeah, rocket shot off the bat of Derek Corral. Only got out by about a foot, but that was a laser beam over the container in left center, and it's quickly only 2-1 Night Owls now.
As Corral, yes, gets himself going. And since that big 6 home run, I don't think he had any last week. So good to see him getting back on the train. He'll be in the POW leaders, I'm sure, by the end of the season.
Absolutely.
Tough ball up the middle.
Tough to repeat a 6 home run performance.
Whoa, that was a nice little play from Murciel. I think he lost his balance there and recognized it and gives it to Hutter.
Yeah, very, really funky. He was definitely kind of falling to his left. When he went to make a step, he didn't really like his footing. And good job on Barry Hutter to be aware of possibly getting that ball flipped to him. And he was ready for it, caught it, made a good throw.
As Siefert misses down to Taravella. Oh, Hutter going to take that one. Merciel kind of had the angle on that one, but gives it to Hutter for the out.
Yeah, Barry called them off, which is, the right thing you want to do when you think you're under the ball and you can get it. You call your fielders off. In general, in the infield, you want to lean towards the shortstop as the captain. And wow, that was quick pitching change. Yes, he gives up a solo shot, but then he gets the next 2 guys out, and we're going to quickly go to Jason Walker here.
It's going to be a true opener situation. Faces the minimum, and it's going to give way to Jason Walker.
Yeah, in the PLW, we have a rule where you need 3 different starters, and the starters must go a minimum of 3 batters. The only exception to the 3-batter rule is if hypothetically they were to walk the first 2 batters, they're walked out of the game, and that doesn't count. And we saw exactly that. Dave Siefert pitches the first guy, gives up a home run to Derek Corral, and then he gets the next 2 guys out. And we quickly are going to Jason Walker here, who, didn't have his best stuff game 1. We talked about it, probably gave up a few more runs than he really deserved to give up with the fact that
they
couple extra outs on defense.
Yeah,
so
we discussed that.
He ended up giving, I think, all 7 runs up, but probably did not deserve to give up all those runs.
Yeah, it was a tough ground ball in between Hutter's legs there with 2 outs, and then Garcia hit the big home run, and it all falls apart, and that's how it goes out here for sure. And we didn't even get to our poll and the Sandlot. Ooh, League of Their Own. We didn't mention that one. Another classic. Nice little Tom Hanks movie there. Here's Nick Sansone. Going to take a pitch outside from Walker at 59 miles per hour. 2-1 here. Good start in this first inning. Missing away. And takes it into the pan. 55 on the dime. 2 nickels on the dime. Misses with the little slurve there. 3-2. Payoff pitch to Sansone. Got him out in front a little bit there. Slows his bat down. Hutter off his chest. That's a fair ball. Into the zone. It's 5-1-4 on the monitor. What do our umpires have? Patrica signals safe. And that's going to be too long, over 5 seconds. More kind of tough luck there for Walker as Hutter was coming a long way for that ball and just couldn't corral it and touched it in fair territory.
Good question here by Hot Odyssey. Can the starter return if a new pitcher walks out or gets yanked after 3 at-bats? Could he return in this inning since he's already charged 1 inning pitched? The answer is yes to both of those. He can return at any time. And yes, he's already charged 1 inning pitched, but it'll still only count as 1 inning if he returns.
It's an interesting little quirk there, yeah.
Yeah.
So he can show
so
up
we
twice.
say,
I don't know if that's ever happened before.
Oh, it definitely has. There's
twice
definitely,
in an inning?
Yeah, I think so. There's definitely been, I think Chad himself's done it a few times.
Well, since the 3-batter rule was implemented, has that happened?
I don't know if it's happened for the starter, like in the first inning, but there's definitely been situations where, like, maybe somebody will start an inning and then...
It's got to go pretty wrong for the next guy to... I mean, he's got to face
that's
3
fair.
hitters.
I don't know. Maybe
it's tricky. Little situation.
I think it has happened. Where you're saying, has it happened with one pitcher pitching?
That 3-batter minimum rule was only entered in the fall, I believe, if I remember right. So we haven't had too much games on that. So, I can't recall if it's happened or not. But yes, Siefert could have returned there.
Yeah, and still can in the game.
Yep. That's definitely happened.
Right. Yes. That. It's. I doubt it's happened where somebody's left the first inning and then come back into the first inning. Like that's probably not
an opener that opens again.
That would be. I don't think that's
happened. An opener,
happened.
A closer. Kind of interesting.
It's only. It's not very common for a guy to only go the 3 batters and then get pulled. It's really like a situation where if for some reason, based on the attendance of the team that night, you have a guy who's not typically known as a pitcher, just go in the 3 batters minimum just so they can get to the other 2 guys, which is kind of the situation we have here. Dave Siefert got some experience in the PLW, but not nearly as much as Jason Walker and Levi Lawrence, who are going to do the majority of the pitching.
Lawrence leading off here.
Coming off a home run at the top of the first inning.
Now a final round of this poll. It's been a good poll. Nice work by GK. I believe who's running this.
Yeah, Field of Dreams, Moneyball, Major League, The Sandlot, and Bull Durham. Good finalists.
That's good finalists. High fly. That looks like it might have the distance. It does. Looks like the bottom of the scoreboard here. Levi Lawrence is second of the game. And did he have a 2-run home run to start this thing, correct?
Yeah, he's got all 3 RBI so far in this game. 2 home runs, 3-1 Night Owls here. Top of the second as he throws up those Night Owl eyes.
And then does the Hollis Herald Euro step there.
He did do that. That was a little tribute to Hollis. They're great friends, I believe. They've known each other a long time and came into this league together.
That was Brandon Mayo and Hollis that came in the league together.
Made that up.
Okay. Nice. See where you're going with that.
But yes, that was Brandon Mayo and Hollis that came into the league together.
That's popped
and Barry just missed this one. And Derek Corral is going to corral it in behind second base.
I like it. 3-1. The Owls get that run back. Interesting start to this game. It looks like we're in for some fireworks here.
Yeah, Levi has a lot of experience with being the guy on a team. When his original team, the Stone Men, were around the first 2 seasons, which are now they've morphed into the Cajuns. He was the guy. He was the workhorse on the mound, and he was the main provider of their offense.
Sure.
Austin Bullbird wasn't quite as of a power hitter the first couple seasons as he's been the last few. And so it was, Levi knows has experience in this spot of, if I got to be the guy who's got to produce both with the runs on the offense and keep them shut down on the mound, I can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Levi is an accomplished hitter, and I think if he had a full 54 games out here, he'd be, definitely a top 20 guy out here. That's probably being conservative.
100%. Yeah. I mean, he's an all-star for sure offensively season 1, and you see the abilities. It's some ifs, right?
Yeah, well done here. He has provided the punch in game number 3. All 3 Owls runs coming off of Levi Lawrence's bat and the plus 2.5 right behind that. But the Owls can care less about that. They need to take this game. And that's a spinning ball through Church. Corral. Oh, close to bouncing that sinking ball, but just gets there. Felt like that kind of went right around that strike zone.
Yeah, it looked like this was going to be short, and there was even like a little bit of an audible groan from someone after that ball got thrown. We all kind of thought maybe it was going to spike and hit the ground, but it looks like it did manage to hit the bottom of the backstop for the third out.
Side retired there, and Night Owls add on. Levi Lawrence on a mission here, and Jason Walker has some runs. Let's see if the Legends can be held at bay.
Yeah, much easier to pitch with a lead. You can pitch a little more confidently, go right after guys. A lot different than having to feel the pressure of maintaining a 1 or 2 run deficit. You kind of mentally, you just pitch differently. You're thinking, I just don't want to walk out. I have to just try to. There's a lot of pressure, With 1 or 2 run lead, you just feel okay. If a guy gets a single, a guy gets a double, that's okay. Well, we got a 2 run lead.
Right.
You're a lot more calm up there.
Yeah, these legends, though, 2 runs can disappear in a hurry.
In a hurry,
Here's
absolutely.
a guy who's seen Jason Walker very well, Alex Garcia. And he's going to take a slider. I'm very surprised Garcia take that. That was into the zone at 51, the outer part of the zone. 0-2 here to start the bottom half of the second.
And it looks like we do have a winner for Best Baseball Movie.
Ooh, Moneyball.
And I think it was the most recent movie made out of any movie that was listed. So
Sure.
it could be a little recency bias, but The Moneyball is a great movie.
It is a good movie.
For sure.
Great book as well. Turned into a movie with Brad Pitt.
Do you think Moneyball has been a success? Do you think they think it's been a success?
Yeah, this is an interesting one here. We can...
I mean, yes, they've if wins
for
per
small
dollar,
market teams,
sure.
yes, for running a good business.
Sure. Wins per dollar, great. But the fans don't care about wins per dollar. They want championships.
Right. I mean, for running a business, yes. You know, I mean, if I'm the owner of a team and I'm pretty happy with Kansas City has done pretty well running a similar model.
And for them, they got over the hump, you know, and
Right.
the Rays do something similar as well.
The
And
Rays are come to
they
mind.
quite haven't got over the hump yet either.
I mean, they've lost a couple tough ones. The Phillies got them, and the Dodgers got them, and they've gotten there. That can happen to any team. You know?
Sure. But have the A's really given themselves a chance?
The A's just that
bit.
series against the Yankees will always kind of haunt the A's there, especially those 2-0 leads. They surrendered. As Corral takes that down.
Yeah, Purple Viking says, for my Rays, it has. Yeah, I mean, obviously no World Series wins, but in general, yeah, it's been a success as Corral goes down swinging there against Walker's nasty, slow breaking ball for the second out here.
I think fans can get behind, you know, if you put the kind of success the Rays have, even the A's to some extent, they're trying to have a big go at it this year.
I mean, I do think winning,
But yeah, fans can't get behind
yeah,
winning
winning
without
cures
winning a
all,
World
right?
Series.
So, if you start to change what it means to be, you know, whatever the A's or the Rays franchise, and you start to put together 80 and 90 win seasons, and yeah, you're not spending 250, 300 million like the Sox or Dodgers or Yankees. Yeah, they can get behind it. As Stevenson stares at yet another nasty breaking ball.
Yeah, the Night Owls got something going.
200+ K strikeout member, Jason Walker. Jason got his 200th strikeout earlier on tonight in Game 1, becoming the 16th member in PLW history to have 200 strikeouts. Pretty good resume. You got to have a lot of innings pitched and a lot of success in order to get 200 Ks in this league. And Jason Walker's been a long running. He was with the Sand Vipers for a long time, and last year he split time between the Lightning and was traded in the offseason in a deal for Tony Daly to the Night Owls here, and he's been very effective here for this team.
I mean, you can make a case that Jason Walker's been the borderline MVP for these Night Owls. I mean, when the night, I mean, that's a stretch, but I mean,
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, the point
sure.
I'm trying to make here is that when nights like this, which is kind of an often this year, that there's been no Dalby or Stein, Walker's been tasked with.
It's been multiple times where we say, "Look, Jason Walker's their guy."
They're really going to rely on him tonight. You know, we've said that in multiple broadcasts now. You know, and it's coming kind of to fruition again. And that Tinks 53, great pitch from Church there, who's probably getting the most work we've seen him get in his career.
And good to see it. Really, honestly, he kind of. We know where he is in the rotation, but he needs more reps. I mean, he doesn't just because he is the 4 or 5 guy and the guy who can eat up a lot of innings. Sometimes he doesn't always get the opportunity with Taravella and Osgood and Stevenson, you know, doing what they can do. So good to see him getting a lot of opportunity here.
Gets steered on out in front. Trench scoops that up and scoops the throw in there for the first out of the third inning. Sean Mercial going to give it a shot here from the leadoff role. He swung the bat. Yeah, he looks like New Jersey may have done him well.
Yeah, he looks good in black, and he's been swinging the bat good tonight, as he has all season. As he stares at strike one there from James Church. Maybe he's a little disappointed in not swinging there, but I don't mind guys taking the first pitch.
Yeah, you're a very patient hitter, Kyle, yourself.
I do think it's very, easy in this league to fight back from 0-2 to 2-2, because I do think when guys get ahead 0-2, they're so happy to waste.
Yes.
To make you try to chase.
Sure.
As we just saw him throw one off the back of Merciel and then throw a breaking ball that misses. And just like that, it's from 0-2 to 2-2. And now Merciel has an opportunity where he's very likely going to get a pitch down not in the strike zone, and hopefully he can jump on and hit it hard.
And that's
there he
high
goes.
into left field. Murciel, it's gone!
And just like the blueprint draws it up, he falls behind 0-2, he battles back to 2-2, and he jumps on a pitch down the middle, and he deposits it over the left center field wall. And good for Sean Murciel. Home run.
Yeah, he gives the Night Owls flash, and Warbirds manager Chris Warfield may be pulling his hair out a little bit here, as his struggling hitting shortstop has got a New Jersey and is immediately scoring up the ball here.
Look, that happens in sports. Sometimes
that does happen.
It happens all the time where for whatever reason,
a fresh start.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not 100% clicking in a location for a player. Not just on this level, on professional levels, you see it all the time. A player is unhappy for whatever reason, whether it's a certain player in the clubhouse or their playing time or the strategic approach of the team or whatever.
Yeah, the general, the Warbirds is kind of losing series. The pressure was compiling, and maybe he just feels a little off his shoulders a little bit here. And it's definitely showing. He's played very well, and I'm very, very happy to see that myself. As TikTok, you see Sean Murciel hit a blast for the Night Owls there, his first home run as a Night Owl. Get on over to Twitch. Watch Levi Lawrence go for his third home run of this game. The underdog Night Owls ahead 4-1. Top of the third, and a great community to get involved with. Come on now, get on over to Twitch here midway through game 3 in this series. It's going to be 4-1 Night Owls, and if you're Brad Ogden, you got a pretty deep pen. You got Casey Taravella sitting there.
Yeah,
and this game's slowly leaking away.
Yeah, you still got 3 innings out of Taravella. As we said, he probably is looking for innings 4, 5, and 6 out of Casey. He really wants Church to get through this inning probably here. But surprisingly, it's kind of surprising after a couple of home runs by Levi. And then one off Trench, obviously. No. But, it's kind of surprising he doesn't go to Osgood or Stevenson.
And I think he's got the double play there. Well done. Pitcher to second base to the backstop. Double play, inning-ending double play. The Owls tack on another one. They've been doing it via the long ball as the Night Owls bringing out the big sticks here in game 3. 3 home runs equating to 4 runs. Only 1 for the Legends. Let's see if they can bounce back.
Yeah, nice job by Church there, getting his ground ball to get out of that inning. The Night Owls are kind of flipping the script right here. If you talk about these two teams, you're going to say, the Legends, they're power hitting, they're known to hit the long ball. And so far this game, 3 home runs for the Legends, 2 by Levi Lawrence and 1 by Sean Murciel. And it's 4-1 Night Owls early here. And it's good to see. It's good to see them, the Night Owls, showing you that they don't just eke out the low-scoring games, that they can swing the bats with the best of them.
Yeah, and it's going to be entertaining to watch Jason Walker hold this lead. The Legends have seen him quite a bit. He's under a lot of pressure. This is a very entertaining start to this third game. I want to see if the Legends can maybe make a comeback of their own. They were up in a similar situation. They gave up a kind of a heartbreaking 3-run home run to Adam Couch last week to kind of give up a lead. Let's see if they can punch back and erase a 3-run lead of their own.
It's true. They did give up the lead in that game, but that was the one they ended up winning the walk-off, I believe. So that was quite a wild one. I believe Levi Lawrence has 3 innings left, as he did go the entire last game.
Taravella just missing that, and it's going to be the bugaboo, a pop-up there. Dakota and Murciel not quite communicating there, and I think Murciel kind of had the range to go grab that.
Yeah, he certainly does have the range to get back there, and I know that ball was mostly in the outfield and probably should be the outfielder's ball in general, but Murciel has the most skills on that side of he has the most skills in the field in general. So if he thinks he can go get the ball, he needs to be calling for it and going after it, in my opinion. I agree.
Yeah, we were kind of calling for that kind of same thing on the Warbirds, where he was a little shy on those pop-ups, and we've had a lot of them drop in this year in some big spots. And we want Sean to kind of, he's got the best hands out there. Go for it.
Yeah, the Warbirds I can see a little different when it's you and Matt in the outfield and Sean at short, if somehow that's the lineup, because that's some really talented outfielders as well. But maybe you have a rookie in right field, and you have AJ Petrovsky, who plays an okay left field, but we've been on him for misplaying a decent amount of balls. So with maybe not an all-star outfield, those have got to be your balls. And Sansone rips a single through the right side, and it's 1st and 3rd, nobody out here for Osgood, who did the damage last game and has a chance to tie this one up if he repeats himself here.
It's first and third, nobody out, and here we go. This game's getting good. Here's Osgood. Osgood gave us a great moment in game 2. Kind of delivered the bad beat of the season for sure.
Yeah, as Parent 4 saying, the running in catch is easier, meaning coming from outfield. Yes, it is much easier to come in on a ball, but look, when those balls find that Bermuda Triangle, so to speak, no man's land.
Yep.
Look, if Sean is very fast. It's only a handful of steps for him to get out there and get under the ball, and he should be taking the lead there and trying to do so.
Yeah, and you look at Dakota's positioning. He's pretty deep in center. You know, he's had a long way to come for that. And that's a 5-6 hole RBI base hit from Osgood. Taravella comes in to score. Sansone to second base. 4-2. We got something going here. Nobody out.
Yeah, and manager Nick Davella really needs Jason Walker to get through this inning, because then he's going to be able to go through Levi Lawrence for innings 4, 5, and 6 in this game if need be. But he does not want to go to Levi here in the third inning, so he needs Walker to bear down, hopefully get a strikeout and a ground ball and get themselves out of this inning with the lead still. But Garcia with one swing could tie this game up, no problem.
He's not going to get a slider. He's going to get a high fly. Marcial is going to range out this time and make the play.
And as you see there on another high pop-up, yes, that was 20 feet out in left field, but Sean, no problem, casually steps back and makes that play right. So imagine if he had to run back. I mean, that's a guy who can easily get under any ball that's in the air, and if he thinks he can, he should be doing so.
Right. Yeah, normally I like the outfielder coming in and make the play, but when you got a kind of a special talent like that, a short,
if that's Tom Gannon behind you in left field,
sure,
let Tom get the ball.
Exactly. And we kind of didn't even touch on Dakota on that play earlier. I mean, that's a guy, it's his first game's out here.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
Not adjusted to the lights.
Right, it is dark out there in center, no doubt about it. So, Sean is a guy that's proven out here, and if you got a Tom Gannon out there, or Taravella, that can make that play.
Give them the ball.
Yeah, absolutely, but give your stud the ball. That's how you get your best. That's sports right there. You want your best players touching the ball.
There's
right?
a lot of teams like that where your best player, when the ones have a pop up and it goes towards Adam Couts, he's all over it. Guys like that.
Yeah, right with you. And we have a bases loaded 1-out scenario for Stevenson, and that's line. It's fair ball. That's inside the foul pole. Grand slam home run from J. Rock Stevenson. It's J. Rock pimp limp time. He's gonna limp his way around the bags. But an absolute rocket in the left.
Wow, what a line drive laser beam home run that was. That ball was still going up when it crossed the container. That was just an absolute rocket to left field that barely snuck inside the foul pole, barely got over the left field wall, but was out in a matter of a split second. And just like that, we were talking about the Owls with the home runs. The Legends punch right back, and it's 6-4. Legends here, bottom 3, and here comes Levi Lawrence to try to mop up here, but unfortunately, damage done. Legends have the lead, looking for the sweep.
Oh, and you just, no matter what sport it is, when the underdog takes the lead early like that, and then you just know the favorite's got kind of some firepower and there's some bullpen problems tonight, you just kind of had a feeling.
Feel it.
This had kind of the makings of a game that was going to be kind of like this.
You felt like the Owls were going to need a pile in this game with the fact that, it was... That it's just they don't have the Owls don't have the knockout punch pitchers right now on their roster, so they were just going to need so many runs in order to keep this Legends team down. And look, they're probably going to get a couple more of their own. Levi Lawrence has to come in and just get them out of this and give the Owls a chance to punch back. But tough emotionally now on the Owls as well. They were feeling good up 4-1, but now give up a 5 spot here in the third.
And Taravella just misses that foul right over our heads here in the booth. 1-2. 6-4 now, Legends. Levi going to try to plug up the boat here. Only the third inning here. What action we've had in Game 3. What a great, entertaining series. And here comes the mechanic stuff. And this time he gets it, finds it at 51.
Yeah, don't really blame Taravella as to take that pitch. As I said, like when somebody does something that's like non-standard, you kind of maybe want to lean towards taking pitches, and he did, but Levi found the zone there.
Oh, and Glenn Meadows has shown up. $200K liability for him.
Boy.
Was feeling pretty good about it. Now hanging on.
It was Wiffle Point wealth. It's being distributed throughout the community.
Yeah, what a sick sweat in these
I
last
expect to see
games.
a lot of autographed balls. 25% off in the store, free mugs, free hoodies.
Yeah, we do have some points exchanging hands. Great handle in this game.
Yeah, we're going to get some more of those unique items up in the store this week.
Sansone showcasing those great hands. He was probably jammed there, but able strong enough to fight that off into left field.
Yeah,
similar to what we saw the Owls hitters do in game 2.
Yeah, exactly. Nice job going opposite field. It just really shows the true pure hitters that can have an easy time using all sides of the field like Sansone does there. Hits a hard hit ground ball past Merciel. A couple of pitches wide there by Levi. And Osgood's ahead 2-1.
Oh. Oh. Man, 3 outs. We'll just call it 3 outs, Kyle. As Levi fires one.
I think Osgood was well aware of the fact that the Night Owls had just given up 5 runs, and he was kind of hanging in the box a little bit. And he was well aware that Levi had the ball in his hand and was ready to fire one towards the backstop.
Man. Fire he did. It's going to be Jason Stevenson now. Does it with the bat. He's going to try to close this thing out with the arm. Let's see if there's a little adjustment made. Night Owls look like they're inside outing that screwball pretty good.
Yeah, a little interesting decision here by manager Brad Ogden not to go to Casey Taravella when Casey does have 3 innings remaining, and here we are in the 4th, and he could go 4, 5, 6. But maybe he wants Jason Stevenson to go 1 here, and if they hold the 6-4 lead and maybe only need 2 out of Taravella, can bring him in for the 5th and the 6th.
Absolutely, absolutely. Chat police, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a great storyline having guys like Len Meadow throw huge bets down.
Sure.
I mean, I love to talk about that stuff. You see Bleacher Report do it, or these big, online sites, and whenever there's a 6-figure major wager alert or whatever. Yeah.
Look, we get it. It's not real dollars, but look, these dollars have some value.
This is our currency.
Yeah, look,
it's fun for us.
If you can win 200,000 points and then you can buy $50 worth of WIFFLE,
That's true, though. I do find good entertainment in that.
Yeah. Look, it's rewarding for the people that sit here with us most of these nights and watch these games.
Right.
You start to learn these teams, and you know who's who and who's better than who, and you make people make sharp bets here.
Yeah, and that's just underneath Wakefield, diving to his left. There, it's Davella leadoff single, and these Night Owls have put some pretty good at-bats together against J-Rock tonight.
Yeah, they're fighting here. Good to get the leadoff guy on, and gives Petrovsky a chance to have the tying run at the plate here.
That tinks the bar. 52 miles an hour, strike 2. Good pitch from J-Rock. It's going to be the screwball. He'll miss up and away. Can players spend their points, Kyle?
They sure can. They can spend their points on all sorts of stuff. If you click on that little PLW logo just by the chat, you can see what we have available. Stuff ranging from autographed wiffle balls to 25% off in our merch store to custom, not really custom, but unique one-off items such as signed, I believe there's a signed Trench hat available in the store at the moment. You can get a free hoodie and free hitting lessons from Jim Dodos coming soon in the store.
Not sure how valuable that is. Maybe 10,000 points, Kyle.
I think it's a little more valuable than that, my friend.
Well, it's not working on the Warbirds because we are at the bottom of the hitting statistics in the league.
Well, maybe they need to cash some points in.
I'm done. And Evan, if that is the case,
I'll be honest. If hitting lessons from Dodos was 10,000 points in the store, there would be a few purchases this evening. I'll be honest, from not only viewers of PLW but players. As we attempt a double play here,
That's
and
done.
a strong
Beautiful.
80-mile-an-hour throw from Ethan Wigfield at second base does turn this double play, and the Legends quickly thwart that Owls threat and get out of this inning, remaining up
unscathed.
6-4.
Wow, nicely done. And Wigfield's played a very nice defensive performance for him tonight. He's stopped a lot of balls. Obviously, part of a perfect game, so everyone on defense gets a little
nod for that. Sure.
Nod for that. And absolutely, yeah, Glenn, I was just answering Evan there. There's only one free agentship left in the league, so that means you'd be an honorary Warbird, Evan, which that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Can take you to Herbs and Rye after the game. That's kind of how the Warbirds like to roll.
Some value in that. It would be interesting to see who is the last free agentship used, because going forward after that, the only way to join this league will be to show up at our tryouts when we have those in the offseason and join the draft. That's how I entered this league, and that's how a lot of guys have entered this league, and how everybody going forward after that final free agentship will be used will have to enter the league for forever. That'll be it.
And we have that chip until December, I believe. It expires then.
Yep, till the end of the calendar year. And, Yeah, the only reason those free agentships are in existence, it was because we expanded from 8 to 10 at the beginning of Season 3, and every team was given a free agentship kind of as a compensatory draft pick, so to speak.
I love this poll. Some solid poll from work tonight from our Twitch producer. As Garcia rips that up the middle. What a night of the plate for Alex Garcia. He's seen the ball so well.
Yeah, beautiful smooth swing. Hits a double right up the middle off that Pocket Radar sign. Pocket Radar providing every mile per hour reading in here for us in the PLW. Use code PLW10 for 10% off your Pocket Radar if you'd want to get one of your own to practice your 55-mile-an-hour pitching to join PLW. And there you see it, 54 mile an hours right there.
I love that.
From Levi.
Swing and a miss. Good swing there from Corral. Yeah, Evan, not sure what we're going to do with the chip. I mean, there's a lot of locals teams like the Vaders, kind of the ones, local guys that find a lot of value in that free agent chip, a little more than a lot of, the Warbirds, a lot of transplants. I don't have a lot of baseball.
Yeah,
buddies here,
there's certainly just a level
so
of...
it's got trade value, too.
Connections with... Certain teams have more powerful connections than others when it comes to knowledge about young athletes in this town.
Oh, and Hutter's missed one.
Oh, man. Barry with another throwing error. And obviously, he's beating himself up for it, as you can see. Like, he's got to feel bad for him. And I think, he's clearly got to make some kind of adjustment. He's talented and can make strong throws, but he's clearly not gripping the ball and throwing it properly in order to make an error-free throw to the backstop.
And that cookie's not going to work against a hitter of Stevenson's quality. That's a key kind of slid to try to stop it, but he kicked it out of play. It's a dirty double. Our umpire, Chad Phillips, announcing to our right. And it's another run scored for these Legends, 7-4, covering up the number. We have more spread drama.
Yeah, completely legal play there by A.J. Petrovsky in left field. He went into a sliding motion and used his foot to prevent the ball from hitting the wall, which is completely legal in the outfield. You can slide to stop the ball from hitting the wall. But by doing so, he accidentally kicked it out of play. So, yes, he saved a clean double into a dirty double, but an extra run scored. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle by Casey Taravella. And it's going to score Derek Corral. Just one base for Jason Stevenson. It's going to be first and third here, and it's 8-4 Legends in the fourth, and they've scored 7 unanswered here.
And Marcial did get a hand on that one to kind of cover it up, but if you're a Night Owls better tonight, it has been a rough go for you because you've just kind of been teased all night long with leads and covers, and oh boy, it has been a rough go. And that's ripped, and that Dakota on the run. No, that's on the ground, and that's going to be dirty. It's going to score J-Rock a 9th run, and Taravella rounds third, but he will be asked to come back. And Dakota trying to get to that ball, but just cannot hold on to it.
Yeah, I thought he might have stabbed that ball out of the air for a second there, but I saw it end up hitting the ground. Anthony Michael asking if that's out of play, why is he awarded third base? Well, it was a dirty double, and he was on first, so he just goes from first to third.
And it's kind of the floodgates are opening here. Taravella and Levi's just kind of lobbing them in there, and these balls are just getting smoked.
To be honest, I think it's hook time if I'm manager Nick Davella. There's got to be, this is get Cody Giordano
this is batting
work.
Practice.
Yeah, that was a good pitch there by Levi. He bared down a little bit and threw a pitch with some good movement. But the couple before, you were correct. It did seem more of like on the lobbing side. But that was a nice pitch there to get himself ahead of 0-2.
And Garcia's just going to see the 49 and say, forget location.
And pitch
I'm
up.
hacking at it. Yeah, up in 49. I'm going for it. I don't care. I've got quick enough hands to get to it. Man, 10-4. This thing really, really, really got out of hand here. 4-1 Owls coming into this inning. And it's been the wheels of the wagon are off. And, it's getting difficult here.
Yeah. The better offense has won tonight. The team with the better offense against the team with the weaker pitching staff has won. It's simple as that. Look, the advantage here was the Legends offense versus the pitching depth of the Night Owls, and they've taken full advantage of their opportunity in front of them. And it's going to be a lot of pressure on the Night Owls here to somehow get back into this game. Feels like a real uphill battle for them.
Yeah, I just would be shocked to see it happening. Had a nice comeback in game 2 there. Showed some heart, but just outmanned in this one. And again, it's kind of attendance. That's the bugaboo. And Davella is going to put his heels in the ground with his trade. He's going to rely on Stein and Dalby. That's what he's doing.
I do think this trade is more for long-term stuff as well.
Yeah.
He just picked up 2 guys in their 20s who are really good overall athletes. You laughing, but
Yeah,
like,
no, that's
I
true.
mean,
I laugh because it's
like
true.
there's some teams might maybe making trades for guys in their 40s, and like, who knows how long they are. If PLW ends up being a long tenured thing, which we're all rooting for it to be, these Sean Merciel and Logan Christie could be the core of this team for years to come and seasons to come for sure. So, there's Logan waving at me from third base. He's itching to get out there and to play. He's been a little frustrated this year. He had shoulder surgery in the offseason, and he was traded from the Vaders, who are, now towards the top of the league, to the Warbirds, and now he's been dealt to the Night Owls. So he feels like, man, I'm hurt, and I've been dealt twice, and
that's high.
it's like, what did I do wrong? What did I do to deserve this?
Oh, and Dakota showing some rookie stuff going on out there with Dakota. Just can't quite get underneath that. A towering fly ball from Stevenson, but something that should be caught out here for sure.
For sure. Yeah, tough play for him. Just not enough reps yet, and these guys are going to work through stuff like that. A rookie getting planted right out there in right field, really having never seen any fly balls in this weird lighting that is here at Hideaway Field. Not exactly easy routine plays.
Yeah,
and we see why. But yeah,
one swing away from a game being over here. Actually, coming in 4-1 down, and now we're talking about a run rule here. What a turn of events! It's been a disaster at 4th inning here for the Night Owls.
Will be really interesting to see if Nick DeVella flips at all in his decision with James Stein and Randy Dalby. I mean, he loves those 2 guys, and we all love them and wish they were here all the time. But we've said it multiple times now that we've called these Night Owl series together, and it's just the structure of this roster breakdown of the Night Owls has just set up these opportunities where some nights they are absolutely team to be feared, and then some nights they're like, what is this team? Like, do they even deserve to be in the league?
Yeah,
sometimes?
more of a Jekyll Hyde team than any other team out here. You're right. I mean, it's
just calling how I see it. Nothing
I
against
honestly
them. Like,
haven't seen
it is.
Stein. I've broadcast the Night Owls games a lot. I feel like I've broadcasted 2/3 of their games this year, and I haven't seen Stein one time.
He's only been out here twice, and he is supposed to be coming, I believe, like 6 out of the next 8 series. So he will be here, and Randy will be coming a bunch as well.
6 of the Warbirds games.
So they're gonna, he might, and they're gonna make a run here towards the end. They're gonna have a tough team the second half of this season here, probably starting next week. But it's something that Nick DeVella has to continue to consider if this is the type of roster construction that he wants.
Yeah, we're in the second half now. I mean, you come into this 13-14, you drop 3, and now you got teams like the Snappers, Warbirds, Lightning, Cajuns to play this week. Those are some teams at the bottom are gaining ground on the Night Owls this week.
Yep.
I mean, if not 2 teams are gaining ground on the Night Owls. So you just, you're losing ground, and you're going to put yourself, you've kind of got yourself clear of the relegation zone a little bit, and just kind of, this is another series where we don't have our guys. Well, it's getting close to crunch time here.
Yeah, for sure. The Lightning have won 2 out of 3 series. The the Snappers won their last series, and the fight for the bottom, so to speak, is going to be really interesting over these next few weeks when these teams that are making moves and are trying to make themselves better.
Off the end of the bat there by Levi. That's going to be caught by Taravella. Sure hands.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how it shakes up, if who moves up and who moves down over these next few weeks, and who kind of gives themselves a chance for a playoff push, and who's going to be in that relegation fight.
Yeah, you're 100% spot on there. And here's Dakota Pinkovich, who is getting some good experience here in PLW. But yeah, it's tough to just throw him out there and expect results right away. Right? Swing and a miss. That's going to be it there. J-Rock puts him away in order, and we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th. Let's see if the Legends can end this thing a bit early, or are we going to go the distance? But I think as far as the result of this game, Kyle, I'm not seeing quite the comeback we saw in Game 2.
Yeah, this one is probably in the books when it comes to the win-loss result. Look, a 7-run lead with 1 inning to go seems very, very difficult. Seems very difficult to overcome for the Night Owls here. Will be interesting to see who they throw on the mound here, if they give somebody besides Levi or Walker a chance. Probably maybe Cody Giordano should go out there and get an opportunity to get some more innings pitched.
Yeah, I'm with you. And it is Giordano kind of circling around the mound. None of the Night Owls have taken the field yet. I'm not sure what the delay is here.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird delay there. But
yeah.
I don't think anybody's coming from center field like last night.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, man, that fooled me so much.
Did you?
Yeah. Michael Dean was on the phone.
You were the only one, I think, who was not in on it.
Oh, that's... I know. I got
not really. That's not true. There was a lot of Sand Vipers who didn't know, but we did have to let a few guys on the Invaders know
Dean
that.
gets on the phone, and I thought it was a serious phone call, and I'm telling Santiwan to just go throw strikes. I mean, that's not an acceptable timeout reason, He's got a phone call. And if I was Santiwan, I'd just start throwing pitches there. And I totally fell for it.
Good.
Yeah,
Glad to hear it.
Long story short, I was completely duped.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't surprised that he was there for sure.
And now we run into, we can maybe start teasing tomorrow's series a little bit here, as we have a good one at the bottom of the standings. Warbird Snappers, kind of a big one tomorrow night at 6 for the relegation fight.
Yeah, there you go. And something to be looking forward to tomorrow night. Snappers, Warbirds, Jim Dodos' squad, 3-time MVP Taylor Briner's Snappers taking on the Warbirds. Big series for both. And there's a Warbird right there.
That's Buck Burner.
Buck Burner hanging out in Panama.
He's in Panama. Yeah, he will not be here tomorrow.
Mrs. Burner.
Yeah, he is out there on the show.
Warbird
Look at that.
on the beach.
Yeah.
A nice pier.
Ooh, yes.
Clean living there.
That's how the birds roll right there.
Man.
Absolutely. Buck living it up.
The last series this week, Cajuns Lightning, Friday night.
Yeah, another good one.
Rematch of week 1, where the Cajuns took 2 of 3 from the Lightning.
Yes, this whole week is week 1 rematches. If I'm
yep.
Took me till Wednesday
second
to figure
half
that
of the
out,
schedule. Yeah, we didn't quite make the schedule as randomized as we could have. Maybe next year we'll shake it up a little bit. But yep, this is the rematches of all the teams that share the same home days.
Yes.
So Wednesday night, both the Owls and the Legends play all their home games on Wednesdays. Thursdays is Snappers and Warbirds, and Fridays is Cajuns and Lightning.
And I Like Turtles has a message in the chat that's worth reading. Look at this. Kind of a little T-shirt tomorrow. Warbirds giveaway day.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I Like Turtles.
Nice tease there,
Big
Turtles.
Snappers
well
fan.
done. It's a broadcast booth material there with the tease. Tune in to find out. Very well done. And here we go. 0-2 count. Giordano going to throw some gas. The people's champ. That's right. Turtles, a long-time viewer overall. Good dude. Love the support.
Yeah, I love the long-time viewers. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support, everyone.
As it's going to be Ethan Wakefield with the bat in his hand.
Yeah.
As the Ogden finding this is a good time to get some guys some work.
It sure is.
I'm seeing, is that Coleman? Yeah, Chris Coleman has a bat in hand as well in the on-deck circle. Going to see him get some action.
Giordano having a little bit of a hard time with both control and controlling the speed here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Works the count full against Wakefield. Be looking for a pitch in the strike zone to jump on. Doesn't get it.
There, and Wakefield will take a stroll to first base. It is going to be Chris Coleman, the Legends draft pick this season. And it's tough for Legends draft picks because it's just such a hard lineup to break into.
So hard.
Yeah, it's a difficult lineup. Who are you going to replace in that lineup? You better come in hitting.
Yeah.
I mean, all the Legends hitters very, very capable on any given night. And if they're all 6 are going, it's a long night for the opposition for sure.
Yeah, at times, sometimes we feel like maybe we have too deep of rosters where 12 sounds like too big of a number, where guys like Chris Coleman maybe don't get as much playing time as he would on other rosters. And then there's other teams, you see like the Night Owls, where sometimes it feels like maybe they don't have enough guys.
Yeah, great point. Great point. And it's 56, 58, and Giordano has a little slider that he's like coming into form with. You can see him developing it, just really, really struggling.
He's clearly capable of throwing hard and throwing pitches, but he's just struggling to really get it down now.
I believe he's walked out on 4 hitters
back-to-back
today,
walks.
and,
Maybe we see Merciel or somebody. This would be a good, decent spot for Merciel. Why not?
Jason Walker shaking his head, taking the mound. Why Dave Siefert out there? Yeah, in the opener.
Yeah.
But it's going to be Walker, and it's going to be another situation where we're one swing away from this game. And is this brand manager Brad Ogden with a bat in hand?
Yeah, Brad's going to take it at bat here for the Legends.
He's like a career 300 hitter out here. His numbers aren't bad.
Yeah, I think he's got like 2 career home runs or 1 career home run?
Ogden
It
gets
might
it done
even
with the
be
bat.
off Levi. I don't really. Looks he wants this at bat here against Levi.
No, Ogden, a great competitor, great overall dude. I have dinner with Brad on occasion. His wonderful wife Wendy, really really good guy, is Mr. Ogden.
Bruce reacting too soon to saying these trades were terrible for the Owls. I think that's a little bit of an overreaction after one game. Sean's played a pretty good game. Logan's still injured. I mean, this is more of a long-term play than trying to win this week.
I think it's the same issue at hand. No matter if the trade wasn't made, it'd still have the same problem, right? You know, the same issue. I don't think it's the trade that's this. And it's going to be Ogden going down on the pendulum ball.
Good sport, Ogden there. Glad to see him getting that bat.
Yeah, me too. And it's going to be Corral who's going to have bat in hand and a chance to end this thing. Only 1 out recorded, first and second. Oh, 2 outs, excuse me.
I still wish they went to someone different. Look, I know this game is pretty much out of control already, and they don't want to get mercied or anything, but this would be a good spot to give Merciel an opportunity, or even the new guy.
Sure.
Just see if they have something.
Yeah, I agree with
You don't
the
get
new with
that many
Dakota.
opportunities in this league in games where it's in hand kind of one way or the other. So when you have the opportunities and you can play with your roster a little bit, you should kind of do it.
Yeah, getting Mr. Pinkovit the ball in hand, that would be a decent idea here. And that's ripped, and that's through Mercial, and that's to the wall. Petrovsky not giving that one much chase. Is it dirty? It looked dirty. It did look like that hit the... no, it's clean. As Mercial, a very honest admission by him. Credit to Mercial for coming clean there, and that's a dirty double, 2 RBIs.
Yeah, it did go right under him, but didn't get any piece of his body there, and it rolled all the way to the wall, sneaking by A.J. Petrovsky, who might have had a chance had he laid out for that, but
It's
maybe not.
Mr. J-Rock with the winning run on second base, 2 outs.
Base hit will end this game an inning early, and he's up there hacking, looking to do so.
Swing and a miss, up and in, ball out of the strike zone. Tavano Towers ends up with the Lightning. You'll see him Friday night. You guys have contact with Towers showing up Friday?
Yeah, he'll be there.
He'll be there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You guys have made the contact. All that works?
Yeah, of course he'll be there.
Yeah, that would be a Lightning Friday night against the Cajuns. Really good. That was a really good series on opening night, if I remember correctly. That Cajuns Lightning series.
Yeah, they took 2 out of 3 out against us.
Really close games.
Our teams look a lot. Both the teams look different right now, and a little bit of revenge for a couple members of one member from each side. Where there was a deal a couple weeks ago that sent Anthony Michael from the Cajuns to the Lightning for Devlin Daniels. So revenge game for Devlin.
Spot,
revenge game for Anthony. And
nice.
Should be
A little
fun.
2-way revenge spot there. That's going to be fun. A lot of guys are going to be coming and playing hard that series. Yeah, absolutely. And the Cajuns have been a great surprise in this league. 13-14. They got off to a really good start, and they've been playing pretty good ball. I think they kind of showing some capability to stay up in the league.
Yeah, I mean, they're led by a manager with a very good shoulders on his head.
Yeah. Ledet does
Andrew
a good
Ledet,
job.
very
Yep.
calm, collected, respected member of this league.
Sure.
Really, really great, pure overall hitter. He can hit for power. He's best
He's a
average
real deal.
hitter. Won the batting title last year
Yeah,
and
he's
is
the
leading
real-
it again.
Real deal for sure.
Does an amazing job going to all fields. So it starts at the top, and he's a great leader in Andrew Ledet, and he's done a great job with the draft picks. He had a handful of draft picks this year, and took both Will Morris, Kiefer McClendon, and Nathan Roosh in the first round, and they've all looked great. Will Morris is a power-hitting lefty and a good,
he's a
good player,
force.
decent pitcher, and Nathan Roosh is coming into his own as a formidable starter, as a very decent starter in their rotation. Tough guy to deal with so far.
What about the Snappers? I mean, everyone around them making kind of big moves. The Snapper is staying a little idle. And that's through the legs of Trench Picone. He's going to be very disappointed with himself. He does not like getting beat there.
Yeah, a little uncharacteristic by Trench there. Maybe a little flat-footed up 9 here in the
perhaps
sixth. Only
the
needing
13-4 ball game, yes.
Yeah, only needing 3 outs. Probably
no reason to get the Scabs ahead by this much.
Yeah, the Snappers. I think the Snappers are. Look, the Snappers have been in the championship game all 3 years. They won it in season 1. They lost to the Ones in season 2, and they lost to the Sand Vipers last year in season 3. So I think they think their core of players is what they need. They had injured Taylor Briner the first half of this year, and now they have surgery recovering Shane Weber for the second half of this year. And one of their other monster players, Johnny Castaneda, has moved slightly out of city and can
Yeah.
only make a handful of series.
Yeah,
It's kind of a
Castaneda's
James
been a
Stein
big blow.
situation,
Yeah.
Look, I think if the Snappers had 100% attendance and 100% health, they would be a really, really good team. And it just hasn't been that case. And look, maybe it's a down year for them, and next year it changes.
Yeah, I mean, they've had trouble getting their core together as well. And Stevenson, a little bit of unluckiness here. And it's going to be Logan Christie getting at bat. Jason Walker just got in at bat, reached on a ball that got underneath Ethan Wickfield. Davila aboard on the error by Picone, and now it's Logan Christie, and he's going to bunt. It's a double play ball. They're going to go for it. And whoa! But it's two, and that attempt is going to score a run, though.
And Logan gets on base, actually.
And let's see, is this an RBI? It's a fielder's choice. Yes, that would be an RBI. Double play would not be an RBI.
Correct.
So Logan Christie's
Can't
going to
assume
get
the double play. You get an
He's going
RBI.
to get a game played as well.
Yeah,
for the playoffs.
that was obviously why he
course.
got it, both for playoffs and for relegation qualifications, whatever direction they end up in. Yeah, Logan, the fact that he is recovering from surgery is going to struggle to get 20 games this year.
I think he got about 4 with us. We did get him some at-bats.
Yeah,
and I know the Vaders did the
Warfield
same thing.
Yep, everybody's kind of done a good job getting him a couple if need be. And he'll end, I think he's really close. I mean, he's not going to be able to pitch quite yet, but he's going to be able to swing the bat pretty soon. GK Rabbit saying the first sack bunt in PLW history, that might have been it.
It was kind of a first and third up the first base side kind of bunt, and it was actually very safety squeeze is what I would more call that. In baseball, that's one of my favorite bunt scenarios is one out, first and third, up the first baseline, almost an automatic run at times.
Sure.
At least in like high school ball when you're coaching that level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man, that's like an automatic run pretty much. And Dave Siefert, and that's down!
And Dave Siefert rips a single into left field.
And J-Rock's not happy with his defense.
Manager Nick DeVello got to be happy with that, seeing newly acquired Dave Siefert stepping up. Good for Dave.
Warfield correction, 2 games, not 4. Apologize. And I'm going to try to make some spread drama out of this. I mean, it's going to be Levi Lawrence now. 1 out. He's hit the ball very well tonight. Siefert getting going here. 13-5. How are you going to score that? That's not quite a sacrifice with 1 out. Not really a sack bunt, right?
It's a fielder's choice.
Yeah, fielder's choice is going to be the scoring. And an RBI for sure. Yeah, high school baseball coaches, first and third, 1 out. Pretty much a free run at the high school level, even the college level. Beautiful safety squeeze
Dungeon
spot.
saying, do you actually get credit for a sacrifice if they get the lead runner? I think they advance on the throw. That makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
It's a fielder's choice. Fielder's
Sure,
choice,
it's
and they
fielder's
just,
choice.
because the fielders are making the choice to try to take the extra, get
Exactly.
the outs, and they're giving up the run.
And it's going to be 2 away. Levi is retired.
No, sorry. I thought you were saying Dakota was.
Warfield Lewinsky laid down a bunt base hit against the Warbirds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a sack bunt at all.
That was back when there was only 5 fielders.
Yeah, that was a bunt for a hit.
Yeah, and there was a room on the right side, and he slapped one over there.
I remember that. Yeah, I was playing outfield. That was a base hit. Yeah, not a sacrifice. And that was the only one I've seen, actually. That was like a drag bunt base hit that he did pull off.
Yeah, kind of known for that in PLW history, and that's going to do it.
Yeah,
And the
J-Rock going to
Legends
kind of
finish off the sweep of the Owls here with a 13-5 victory in Game 3. 7-0 Game 1. Perfect game from Casey Taravella. 7-4 Game 2 on a wild one. On a walk-off 3-run bomb by Billy Osgood. And the Legends kind of piled on here after falling behind 4-1 and win this one 13-5.
Yeah, stay tuned for the poll to see who we're going to have come up in the booth. Had Adam Tannick in the booth last night. That was a wonderful interview. I mean, Adam really, gave us a lot of content there.
Good to hear.
Yeah, so if you missed that interview, that was a really good entertainment. So stick around for this one here. And Kyle, you're going to make your interview debut.
I am?
Yeah, you're the color guy.
You're too good at it.
GK told me the color guy makes the does
Maybe
the
we'll do
interviews.
that in the future, but you're too good at it. You're the interview guy when it's you and I.
Oh.
But come on, you talk about that.
I tried to get
perfect game.
GK to do it last night. He said, no, the color guy does it. I was like, oh, okay,
all
I guess
right,
that's
well,
me.
In the future, we can do that, but I'm going to let you do it. You're the seasoned vet. You ask all the hard-hitting questions.
Don't see a poll quite yet.
Yeah,
Let's start throwing some names around there. Who do you think deserves the call?
I think Casey Taravella deserves the call. We have our
Yeah,
third
let's get him
ever
up here.
perfect game in PLW history. and the fans want to hear just how good he
and that
felt
poll
that
is
game.
live. If you guys can get in, let's get. Don't let Casey leave.
Yeah, we got Taravella, Osgood, Stevenson, Sansone, and
he's
Garcia.
running
Good
away with
nights.
it.
Good nights from everybody. But look, third ever perfect game in PLW history. Got to hear from the man who
And
was
Casey
responsible for
Taravella,
that.
if someone can get Casey up here. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I mean, this is 20 votes.
All right, Jim. I'm gonna
Yeah,
bow
you-
out and let you handle this as always.
As Kyle Lohman will join me at the end of this interview here, as we're going to welcome up Casey Taravella, man of the hour for sure.
How's everybody doing out there?
Yeah, good to see you. Good to
you, sir.
see you. And we'll get started with kind of the sweep here of the Night Owls. Tell me about that team performance.
Oh, it was amazing. We came in here, we knew exactly what we had to do, and we did it. It was great. So I know that's going to help out a lot. And we just got to keep it going. Ever since
Going
we
to get into the perfecto in a minute. But when you pitch, just when you're pitching in general, how's it nice to have just that lineup you guys have? 1 through 6, they all can bash. I mean, even if you get behind in games, say weeks earlier, it's just you guys never feel like you're out of it.
True. We are definitely a comeback team. We never count us out. We're going to sneak up on you. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that game 3 kind of, behind 4-1, it looks like, hey, the underdog's out in front. And bam, before you know, you guys are able to put a game that way.
Yep.
I mean, is that you guys think you guys got what it takes to perform like that in the playoffs?
Oh, definitely. Don't count us out. We're definitely going to be there. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, you guys improved to 17-13 with the sweep there. So and getting a little revenge on opening week, right?
Definitely. Yep. Opening week was. We don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, started 0-5, and now find yourself 17-13. So great job getting out of the hole there. Now let's focus on the perfecto, okay? When did you know it's going on? First question I like to ask, did you know? Did you even think about it?
I was thinking about it the whole time, but I was just up there trying to throw my pitches. And as you guys saw, my defense was just amazing
Stellar.
behind me. If it wasn't for Trench and Wiggy, it wouldn't have been there. They had amazing stops, both of them.
Me and Kyle didn't even notice it until the 5th inning. It was just like you're casually cruising along, not putting out too much labor. And it felt like just a ton of, put-outs by shortstop and third base. You're just kind of pitching to contact and not trying to strike everybody out.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what it was. I wasn't trying to strike anybody out, and honestly, I don't even know how many I got that game. But I was just pitching to my defense, and they were killing it. Ever since we got Trench, our defense has been amazing.
Yeah, it's great to hear the legends talk about defense because it's kind of been your bugaboo a little bit. I think you guys can admit that. And GK's got a question for you. Casey, when did things start clicking for you as a pitcher? Did it happen gradually, or was there a particular day when it started working?
It happened gradually. When I first came in here, all I really had was a slider. I couldn't even throw a straight ball. And then, I'll be honest, I purchased a couple balls and I went in my backyard and I just threw a little bit.
Yeah.
My backyard's not that big, so the distance was off, but I went out there and I
Oh, you put in some work.
Yeah,
I put in the work.
That's
That's typically
out a couple
what,
different pitches,
right?
And as you see, it's definitely working for me. I don't have just my slider anymore. I actually have a couple pitches.
Yeah, experimenting with a knuckleball out there. I see.
Yep. Well, I've had that since day one, but I just wasn't confident. Now I have all my other pitches, so every once in a while I could throw that out there, and it moves. It moves. I love my knuckle.
Yeah, I definitely noticed it a few times, and it's been great to watch. You've been playing out here with us for a long time, and I was listening to Tanik talk about you pitch, and he was like, it's a guy I used to hit home runs off every time. Now it's a guy I struggled to get out.
Yep.
So, congratulations. I mean, a perfect game is a great accomplishment.
I appreciate it.
And you're the 3rd player in PLW history to accomplish that feat. How are you feeling, man?
Oh, it feels great. It feels great for sure.
Good. Well, we look forward to many more things from Casey. You're going to be a presence in this spring season, and good luck to your Legends the rest of the way.
I appreciate it. Thank you so
take
much.
care.
And hopefully someone gets this signed ball.
Yeah, that's right. We do have a signed ball to give away. Let's do that on tomorrow's broadcast. So,
Sounds good.
we're going to give this away on the Warbirds game. Casey Taravella signed perfect game ball. This is yours, by the way. Brogdon gave it to me. He wanted me to save it for you. He was kind of like the last out ball, I believe. So
I'll practice with it at home.
Good for you, man. Well, take care. Have a great rest of the night, and loved having you up here.
Sounds good. I appreciate
Casey
it. Thank you for having me.
Taravella, ladies and gentlemen, give him a great round of applause, man. That was entertaining stuff. Yet another entertaining series at the Hideaway. It just keeps happening again and again. We get treated to a perfect game. We get treated to a crazy spread drama, and then kind of a wild third game where it was back and forth.
Yeah, the first 2 games were really great tonight. Obviously, we have a legendary performance by a legend, Casey Taravella, with a third ever perfect game, second in this new format in PLW history. And game 2 was awesome. Game 2 was 4-1 Legends going into the 6th, and they tied it up on 2 opposite field hits by AJ Petrovsky.
And I think Barry Hutter got there.
And Barry Hutter.
Yeah, Cody Giordano as well.
Cody Giordano. Barry Hutter and Cody Giordano, not AJ Petrovsky. And that was 4-4. And then we were joking, like, oh, the Legends backers, they got to be bumming -2.5. And then you called it, 2 guys on, 3-run home run. Man. And boom, they got 2 runs on, and Billy Osgood with a 3-run walk-off home run. And then the Night Owls jumped up to a lead early in Game 3, but the Legends showed that how deep their lineup is, and if you give them an opportunity to face some weaker pitching, they're going to kill you. So.
Yeah, I think I want to talk about, it was good to see Levi Lawrence, play pretty well, and especially on the offensive end. And Sean Merciel really came out and looked good tonight, so that really proud of him.
Likewise.
Former teammate of mine, and great to see him performing out there.
Same.
To the level we all know he can play at, right? So, just another great time at the Hideaway. We got tomorrow's series at 6. We kind of already previewed it a little bit, but it's Snappers Warbirds, we took 2 or 3 against the Snappers in that opening series, and it's going to be a
big series for both teams.
Yes,
Both teams need to win for sure. Both teams in the bottom half. I believe the Warbirds are in 8th place right now.
Yeah.
And the Snappers are in 10th place behind, just tied with the Lightning, I believe, but behind in the tiebreaker. And look, big series for both these teams that want to try to climb from the bottom of the standings. So good series tomorrow night. Dodos versus Briner. See you here. Hideaway Field, 6 o'clock.
Let's do it. Another entertaining night. Everyone have a beautiful rest of your evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow at the Hideaway.